As we are once again live on the internet. Let's make sure everything's set up. I forgot. Got to change the category and change the title. You know what? We'll just stay in Div2's category. It's fine. As if anybody's really gonna care. There we go. Let's focus that up. Yeah, we're gonna div 1 till we can div 2. Gonna keep the official Discord up in the background. Just so we can see when it's up, hopefully. But yeah, let's jump in with some of this. I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. They have extended the maintenance by 3 hours. That was an hour and a half ago, right? Yeah. So another hour and a half. Hopefully, only that as well. So every time there has been a patch that included apparel coming into the game as well. There's been a lot of issues. I think out of like the last few, only
readings indicate this area is
last
safe.
10 or so. Only one really went without a hitch. Every other one has had extensions or other things. Actually, yeah, what are my dailies? I haven't done these actually in a few days. So, 10 cleaners in the DZ, 5 weapon parts collected, which just means deconstructing stuff. Explosive kills. And then, let's maybe try and go and 10 cleaners. I don't remember which of these landmarks. I mean, I can look that up, right? DZ map division 1. Wait, which one was? Open this bigger. Why does everything click through? Okay. So easy. Oh, the underground and the one is this one. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go. Let's go to DZ3 down the left side. On the west side. Let's get the map open actually. Okay, in a second. And then explosive kills. Well, do we have a sticky for that? Actually, multi-seeker maybe? Or actually just big rolly. What does the big rolly do in total? On a non... 45k. That's not a lot. 150k. That's a little bit more. No, I do need to actually equip it. No, not equip mods, equip the skill. Okay. Well, actually, at the moment, like, do I actually have the drop? No. I did actually go around and check the vendors. This is okay. And he wins a cat. And a VODs. And yeah, all is well. Hopefully all is well. Out for you guys as well. Guys and gals. Except of course the maintenance is taking a little bit longer. But always to expect. It's better to just expect it taking longer and be happily surprised when it doesn't. Which is actually quite often still. Every time there's like just maintenance. But especially when there's a patch, because yeah, there's a patch showing up, and also apparel.
Warning, entering
and those two things together cause some issues.
Warning, you are now entering a contaminated area.
Warning after warning. if somebody comes for me, I'm gonna be instantly dead. That's not a surprise. So I'm just running 6-piece Nomad without even actually being really spec'd into being annoying with Nomad, which some people do. Just in here to get some of the cleaner kills. Doesn't count as a cleaner, turns out. Also, I'm gonna try to get some explosive kills. That was 2 apparently. Probably faster if I just shoot them.
I gotta do this.
Actually, might not loot anything just so I can leave without feeling bad. Because, well, except for diff deck.
Now leaving the contaminated area.
Looks okay to me.
It's surprising how much. So I'm very used to Division 2's tracking. Of course, not that like not having that. Still just looking up in the right corner of like, how many have I killed? But of course it pops up on the lower left behind my head. And that's our cleaners killed. Let's just dip out the DZ right away. Okay, we'll go and yeah, let's go do a named run. Might get a, you know, a classified striker backpack I've been after for quite a while. And we can get other things in the meantime there. No, not there. Here. It's hot outside. Yeah, here as well. I have my fans all up. Actually gonna turn this one a little bit up. Man, I can totally recommend just getting a few cheap desk fans. I was always like, yeah, why would you do this to yourself? But I actually, I know why you would do this to yourself. The only annoying thing is though, once you get used to it, once you move, you go like, I want to go back to where the fans were.
We all got unfinished.
Let's see about... should have ADS fired on. We'll murder our old friend and new friend as well in Div 2. Bullet King. I feel if I ever do a build showcase with the Bullet King in there, which never gonna happen, I think I should do the intro just here and then go to Division 2 just to have the Bullet King thing there. Although here it's with basically Mark 16's ACR. Well, it's Mark 16 with the barrel, but the foregrip kind of looks ACR-ish.
Holy shit!
It would have been interesting if they had already put the Bullet King there and then, you know, played the long game.
You are now entering a safe area.
And here you see.
Warning.
There's
you are
some,
exiting the safe
yeah.
area.
I think at this point, if they were to, because the DZs already are underpopulated, especially off of main times, adding more would be, replacing them also would be, you know, a little bit challenging for them. But likely in 3 they would alter them. They've already kind of acknowledged that they don't like it either. The underlying thinking is at least understandable, because the reason that they partially did it as well is in Div 2 it is, or in Div 2 is much more condensed, but also they can do 12-man servers, which for them lets them have a much higher tick rate and stuff, because One thing I will say, having watched some footage as well from like Div 1 content of us like just fighting some random rogues, as we ran into a few here and there. The tick rate is obviously horrendous. It's really bad. Let's find out if I can kill some reds with this. Barely not. Maybe if they die from the bleed, but they're not dying from the bleed. Alright, you can't do it while ADS. That's also just a weird limitation that you can't trigger the ult when in ADS. So I need to weaken enemies a little and then I can do it. We just need 5 of them, so.
Ain't much of a clean shot.
Here. Do you guys have less in Div 1 too? Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do actually. I usually take a few shots less anyway. Try to get some kills with the SMG. Have the 10k kills with ARs. I don't have it on any of the other ones. Also, did you guys blow yourselves up? How about not doing animations next to an exploding thing?
I'm a fucking free man. No way, I'm going back inside.
There are cleaners there, so they're likely downstairs. None down here either.
Let's fuck this one up.
And yeah, for those that haven't seen Division 1, the named system kind of works different in Division 1, so one of the activities, especially, was like kind of solo friendly always, and I feel a lot of people did it. Just running around getting the named all killed. They're on a cooldown, but they'll spawn every time basically. So they have just fixed spots. So once you know the spots, it's basically a route, and then you just go around killing them all. And hither, why? Someone with individual device, because mine is still not back up. No, so I'm playing Division 1, as also the title says. There's maintenance going on. It's been extended by 3 hours, so it's gonna go for another hour and 15 minutes if big if they get it up on, you know, with just the 3-hour extension. But yeah, it's down for everyone. There's server maintenance, plus a patch coming in, plus an apparel event coming in. So. Once that ends, and I'm also kind of keeping an eye on a channel where usually people, the second it's up, they'll say, it's up. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're not at fault of thinking that I am playing Division 2, because I'm actually in the wrong... I mean, I'm in the wrong category, but I forgot to change it, and now I'm like, fuck it, I'll just stay in there. And the games do look very similar. But yeah, we're going Div 1 until Div 2 is up. Because, you know, I can't live without Div for even a few hours. I'm not addicted, you're addicted. Okay, damn it. Get some explosive kills. I don't actually know if I need... Yeah. Oh, actually, their backpack explosion counts. Okay, we'll just backpack explode them. I can't swap a skill while it's on cooldown. I do want to go back to the sticky flashbang. Sticky flashbang kind of sounds weird.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
I'm seeing... Just quickly checking something in the background because I'm seeing the chatbot that we use not catching YouTube yet. It also hasn't updated number. Just gonna wiggle it on and off. Why did you go? I don't know what this bot has, but sometimes it just goes, oh, now I'm in Spanish. And each time I have to remember where the thing is to change it back. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's over here. Language, English. Thank you very much. I don't know why you went whatever. Whatever you thought, because also, like, that's not even... Like, it's not like I'm there or something. Or that I'm in a different country or something. At least if it went Dutch, I would understand, but... Hasn't done that yet. Maybe it's like, a lot of Spanish people live in there. Oh wait, actually when I'm changing language, oh, they likely have, or maybe they're doing maintenance as well. That might be why it's being fickle. Because yeah, if I set it to English, it's bad at that. That's not English. Otras opciones doesn't sound very English.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Is that what are the coolest nowadays? Yeah, I mean Div 2 is set in the springtime. Actually, we're now in the summertime technically, even because the story has moved on a few months. Actually, we're like in summer, right? And then yeah, it's 7 months later, so that's in the summer, and then now we're going to like autumn, because it's like from the start, lore-wise, we've gone forward. Not too much, but like a little bit. Integrating skills into the inventory was a really good idea of theirs. That feels supernatural, and then here it doesn't. Let's go kill these guys on the side here. And then let's go see some magic people. And if you want to know why they're magic people, well, they're not there, now they're there. These guys, for some reason, the devs expected you to likely only come from the other side, but then they put a safe house on this side, so you always come from this side. And then we aggroed some people upstairs, so we need to run away from them or go kill them. I'm gonna run away from them, that's faster. Because getting up there is easier than getting up on this. Let's say I complete the capital building mission for the first time in another player's lobby. Does that still advance me to World Tier 1? World Tiers are gone. So since the start of this season, so 2 weeks ago, World Tiers are no longer a thing that exists. You still have to finish capital. You'll likely have to do it on your own world if you join somebody else at level 30. Because you still go through the story up to level 30 kind of in the same way. And I think I saw already some screenshot where somebody had it with capital being locked to 30 and then you have to complete that. And once you do, you actually, world tiers are gone. From that point on, you actually get just an invasion. So you get a singular invasion or well, the active invasion then. You can complete that. And then for the rest of it, it's just... you can start leveling. You can start leveling past 31 and past even more. Meaning that you can actually level, you know, while you're doing the invaded missions or stuff towards 40. You could also just go Woni if you're doing it for your first time and you just can go about it. What likely would need to happen, you could maybe do it in the other person's world, but you're much better off doing it in your own. But yeah, maybe if you did it in story, because you need to complete it first on
I wish I
story.
could do
Because
something for you.
with all the other missions as well, so for instance with Pentagon and such, or Manning, so if you haven't done the prerequisite missions, you can join someone else's world and they can kind of drag you through on heroic. And that will count, for instance, for League and stuff like that, but it wouldn't count as an actual completion. You still, once you go back to your world, it's still set to you. So you still need to complete it likely first on story. Yeah, if you have someone else's world, that counts, or they can set it for you to be on story, you know, your communications with them. Unless they're also level 30 and doing it on story. Basically matchmaking at that point.
Don't waste no more time. Damn you! You lost? Don't hold back! They got Alex!
In another place now I see the black does retake and is red and all strong. Stronghold is locked in my love.
Well,
The should do you get a full invasion maybe still first? Actually, maybe you do get a full invasion first. I need to redo level 1 to 40 because now I'm thinking actually, yeah, that's a boosted character that would actually have like that. That would have normally completed one invasion already. But yeah, you're no longer tied to the world tiers. So yeah, you can do your invasion. You could also leave your invasion if you wanted and go to the WONI side of things. Nowadays as well, you're no longer locked into WONI once you start it. So you could go and do, because you would, I'm guessing if it's your like first character or like it's your first playthrough, you could actually go to WONI, get to 40 because that unlocks all of the like. You do still need to. Actually, they're changing that with the patch, although I don't know if it's retroactive as well. To get all of the projects, although they were talking about the projects are fixed now. To get all of the projects, but you would still want to do it just to have access to all of the missions and stuff for just having them. So you could go to the WONI. At some point during WONI, you will reach a point where you just need to level to 40 if you're doing it completely solo. You would come back to DC at that point and do a few of the invaded missions, get to 40, and then go and slap Keener on his butt, and then you're level 40. Actually, once you reach level 40, you already have your WOD. But yeah, so you don't really actually need to do Keener, but just story-wise, you would want to just do the things, get everything completely unlocked. And also, of course, experience the story. I've actually, now that I kind of know better how to set stuff up, I've been enjoying running around with Nomad, with at least a lot of damage stats on the gear, because yeah, in the past I used to be a filthy casual in Div 1, so I didn't make good choices. I had tried 6-piece Nomad, but yeah, it felt very weak. Now not speccing all the way into stability and accuracy and way too much armor. It actually feels fine, and then actually Nomad's pretty good. So it's gonna just start playing game, yeah. So just go through the game as intended, basically. So if you are already level 30 and have completed, so once you complete Capital, you should have access to the specialization weapons. That's really the unlock at that point. The world tiers at that point no longer exist, so that part is just taken out. So from that point on, the big difference now is you can just start leveling to 40. So you can either do the invasion or you can go to WONI. for leveling purposes. And once you're level 40 in any way, even because yeah, you could maybe do the invasion just to get the gist of that, and you know, because you do get to kind of learn who Black Tusk are and how they kind of perform and you know, their voice lines, and just fighting that faction a little bit, not too much difficulty. From that point on, you're just starting to level, and once you hit 40, you just get the Y. Independent of just whatever else. So from that point onwards as well, you can start getting SHC levels and starting to work on endgame builds, basically. Which is kind of cool, actually, the setup that they have now for newer players, having taken out the world tiers. Well, for if nothing else, takes a few hours out of it. But also you get to experience content while you're already kind of, you can use those missions as well, just to get a few early levels with the SA, with the watch, and some early gear. Also, definitely can start it in it. Yep. If you want to do it kind of in the order as it came out, you would want to do the invasion first. You would want to know who Black Tusk are, just so you know what happens in New York as well as they. Spoiler warning for like 4 years ago, but yeah, they do show up in New York as you can imagine. And then I would also recommend before going to New York, there is a set of missions called the Coney missions. They're up above the map. Up north on the map, basically. Those lead into the Wony story, so you would want to do at least them, so you know what the setup is for Wony. There are other of those missions as well, the off-site missions, so Manning, Camp White Oak, and Pentagons. They're all kind of standalone-ish, so you can leave them for later. You need to complete them once on story mode first to kind of completely unlock them. But especially doing the conies, that leads directly into the Wony story. So it's actually that's so clunky that I can't do it while I'm ADSing. Trying to think as well, like what would be why? I mean, maybe you would be too ready. You still, but I mean that doesn't matter. That you just balance that. And
Gonna end you.
because yeah, Determined is so good that I'm even running it in Division 1. It's funny that yeah, because actually having run around with this, I never understood that this thing like in the past, that this thing also applies to the alt, basically. So you do get your alt back super fast, which is really nice. And then basically as well, you just at some point you will reach 40 just by doing stuff, and then you unlock your watch, and then you have SHC levels. You're also at endgame technically then, so you could go for endgame and just, you know, if you want to just be at endgame and experience those kinds of things and making builds. But I would recommend going, like, because if you do all of the story things, you will actually have an understanding of, yeah, who are these factions, why do they do the things they do. And also you will have at least played the missions once on story, and you at least know what's happening in them a little bit. So that if you go into them on higher difficulties, you're not like surprised that suddenly, you know, mechanics exists. Not that the Division has very impactful mechanics, but sometimes, yeah, just knowing, seeing the Parnell fight first. I mean, this won't make sense to you because you haven't seen it yet, but yeah, seeing the Parnell fight first on story mode, and then so you kind of know what's coming when you're on heroic. I'm gonna try one more time with bot tricks, but I'm gonna guess they're doing some maintenance as well. Actually, what happens if I set this to Espanol instead?
I think I need
Okay,
a
then
doctor.
it stays Spanish.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. New
What
York
if I
City,
set you
from
to
East
like
Hudson and Bronx to
something
Queens and all
completely
the
different?
garbage scows at sea, except Staten Island. You're not a real borough. Rick Falassi here again with Wouldn't You Know It. I keep
Some of these languages don't even work.
This is all just paranoid delusions. I'm not succeeding, New York. I am not succeeding. Some of you out there have been asking me to find out the name of the sleeper agency activated by
I'm gonna guess they're having some issues. So yeah, the YouTube side of the numbers and the chat won't show up there, but I can still see them. So anything you want to know, you can still ask over there.
The only thing it's good at is making us wonder who among us is
Check as well.
secretly a
Just,
sleeper
My
agent.
back is all fucked up.
there are some people on the YouTube end, as I can see it on the other one though, because their bot is also undergoing maintenance
Warning. Now we're exiting the safe area.
altogether.
Coat. Got arrested right here 6 years ago.
And we're gonna go around, do a named run. Might actually get the daily caches on. I have 2 characters already on this account, and I just made a 3rd one and ran them to the point that they could reach a stash. Actually, a little bit further because I put them at the base of operations. And then gonna go wide around. Heavy's in the one. Also, I feel that's a really elegant solution that they have now in Div 2, where they have, of course, the armor plates, and you go through an armor plate, and then you hit their health, and their health is actually pretty low. So it's much more about getting through them than actually just sitting there and just shooting at them, because the Div 1 ones basically just have a weak point that either stuns them for a little bit or does a ton of damage to them, and then for the rest of it, they're just a chunk of health and armor. And I've been thinking actually to coming from the Lexington side for this named, because while it is actually a much shorter walk from that side, what ends up happening, there's always some group here of Rikers, and you end up aggroing them, and it turns into a much more annoying fight. Although, of course, I say that, and this time
To break some heads open.
none are here. Oh no, it's okay.
Here I go.
They're just a little bit better. I'd much rather deal with them, although usually it's a much bigger group. This was just a small. And then go on to murder these guys.
Finish the damn job.
I'm gonna cover to cover and transfer my. Oh no. What happens when you play global event way too much. What I will say actually for SHD Exposed, I feel it is actually, well, this is basically the weakest one. It didn't per se outstay its welcome, just because it has a mechanic, and a mechanic that you kind of either have to play into by either going something a little bit more close rangey, so you can smack them, especially in groups. Like trying to do cover to covers in groups actually just fails so much. You're much better off punching people. And then solo, of course, you have full control over it, and you can just kind of make it happen. Actually, yeah, solo was mostly that I played so much in groups as well. I don't know where the ropes are. I don't actually know where that even leads to. But I need tools actually pretty bad, so I'm taking detours to grab all the tools. And hey, the car hardly can't.
You holding up okay?
We'll get these last few names. I like to go get the caches because I need div tech a lot. One of the better ways is actually doing your dailies consistently. I've been actually doing them just because they take like 20 minutes at most. Generally. And there are 3 of them that are easy to get. There's a 4th one which would take longer if I did it, but I don't do it. That's my solution to it. Okay, I keep forgetting that I can just met back out of status. Is there... We'll just slowly kill our way out.
Keep it tight, people.
I should have used my ult though. And recoil is much more of a thing in Division 1. Actually, if you're firing... There's definitely also a mechanic where the longer you do fire, the more aggressive the recoil becomes. Kind of like a stamina system. Which Division 2 definitely does not have. But the shooting, to me, is just different. It's not per se better. I do like the little bit of recoil, but it also, yeah, Division 2 system is something. Feels a lot more comfortable. But I can totally understand as well why I used to go with a lot of accuracy and stability and stuff.
Now entering a
Because
safe
in this game,
area.
actually, that is meaningful, even to running around with the ARs and stuff.
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
Because then the other character will just get the 3 dailies quickly, getting 75 div tech for optimizations. Then we'll actually go to the fresher new 3rd character. We're at the base of operations, so we can do a few missions with them. And hopefully as well, I'll click this away. Hopefully at some point it'll pop up that the maintenance has been completed. And we'll go back to Div 2.
I will shoot every goddamn G.
Active echo beacon detected.
Now I can't reach
There's always also, yeah, aggro's always in the back there. And we killed a large part of it, and then also the boss is like heavily.
Get your heads down.
Oh yeah, I should run the SMG.
Fire on target.
Get SMG kills. Because that's what most people got my AR kills done. But it's not working out for me. Let's do one of these. I'll take that as well.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
Have I just never grabbed this echo? Where are you still reminding me of this? I mean, no, I definitely grabbed the others. Yeah. Or it always just does it, right? Because there's no collecting it or anything.
I'm weapon
Missed
free.
doing.
Tango inbound. Shit.
Alright, let's go get the last named here. Go get this character cleaned up, get all their caches.
So many others just ignored me.
Opened.
Don't be an asshole. I saw them, okay? I know you have them. Please, just a few.
Yeah. We don't like weapons being aimed at them. But yeah, we're solving disputes. Just like that.
Don't want to mess with the cleaners.
You know what? You guys are fighting over a thing. I'll kill you both and take the thing. And Although I can't shoot civilians because division agents were supposed to be the good guys. Except some roguies didn't get the memo.
I'm engaging. Tango spotted.
Trying to catch them. Name there, but didn't.
Christ!
I'll just push him out of cover. Yeah. Like I said, oh, what I should try maybe with that character. They're pretty fresh. So what they don't have is the last stand thing completed here. So every time I come here, there's a whole thing with that. So you should actually try. You know, there's a lot of people here. There's always when Div 2 is on maintenance, there's always a lot of people around. That's just I got all three right. Yeah. Get the items out of this. And then just jamming on the spacebar to make it even faster. I do still kind of like this though from Div 1 is the 3 talent system makes weapons a lot more granular. So you would want to have multiple of where you have like 1 talent in Div 2. You have 3 here, and then also 1 is a free talent on the 3rd slot on the AR, on like anything that isn't the pistol. And that one you get for free. So sometimes you want specific talents in the free slot, and then yeah, you want other things in the other ones, and yeah, it becomes a whole thing. But also making it a lot harder to get exactly the weapons that you want. Like in Div 2, if you've played for a bunch, if you reach 1K, you'll likely already have a weapon that you're, at least comfortable with, or is a top end weapon. We didn't get any classifieds. Is it those guys can drop classifieds? They sometimes do as well. That's actually where I got most of my classifieds. Nothing else as well. They drop a bunch of Phoenix credits and a bunch of other stuff. So. And we can, of course, deconstruct all of this stuff for resources or just sell it for credits, which we can turn into Phoenix credits in this game. I feel that would maybe be an interesting thing, but we don't have anything that would give, or maybe if for like 400k you could buy an optimization cache or stuff like that. Because those things really I don't care about in like the season track stuff, but it would be nice if we still could. Can I keep that SR1 at 17? And these ones.
When you're ready to buy, how's my new favorite?
How much are you gonna sell instead of deconstructing here?
Calling all cars.
Yeah, they're cleaned up. Let's actually go to character 2. Yeah, let's see if we can get into a last stand. Maybe some people are like, let's do this. Is it still a long time till online servers? Likely an hour and 15 minutes by their last estimate, but that was just their last estimate, so might be more. The last time they said they extended it by 3 hours, and that means that now an hour and 15 left. Actually, is that right? Or is it an hour and 45? 12:30. Oh no, 45 minutes left.
Before we pulled out of the dark zone, the brass airdropped in some shade tech stations to coordinate.
Let's go see if we can get into actually if any silly people are running around in here.
What you are looking at is one of the shade tactical.
Because I don't even need to like win or lose or anything. I just need to, and this is unskippable, so we'll be stuck here for a second.
Let's get you up to speed on what you'll be dealing with out there. We need you to recover critical data from shade tech stations
I've
that
seen
got
this
left
one
behind
like
in the
7
dark zones
times.
before rogue agents can intercept.
Because you have to watch this and then you have to try to matchmake, and yeah, to this point we haven't.
You'll have to capture all 3 stations at each objective to start uploading data. You can enable turret and pulse fortifications at certain objectives to help defend them. Activating them requires shade tech that you can recover from enemies and finding crates in the dark zone.
But yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
and another
division
thing.
1 it up.
Be aware of the 2 tactical boosts
I
you can
wouldn't,
use to enhance your squad's performance.
I wouldn't
Points
be
for
very
kills
surprised if
and
we get
point
another
multiplier.
extension.
You can
that
activate
sometimes
these with
happens,
shade
but
tech as well.
hopefully not.
Remember
They extended
that
it
you're
by
part of a
3 hours this
squad,
time in
and
one go
everybody
instead of
has a
doing it
role.
by in 2 hours
Collecting shade
increments.
tech to power up tactical boosts or fortifications can be just as important as
How
securing
long is this
objectives.
video? Why do I have to watch all of
Teamwork is
it?
the key to winning this fight. I need the whole file before I can decrypt it, so make sure we get to 100% before the enemy does. Good hunting.
Only the first time I saw it.
Help coordinate ops, but
Because yeah, if we're gonna get one, we're gonna get one.
they've just been sitting there, rusting.
Hopefully. Hopefully some people are in there. Because if we do it once, then all of this stuff goes away, and then also Benitez stops yelling at me every time I enter the enter this place. Aw, there's no one. I'm gonna guess most of it is like PVEers. Let's actually grab the other build this character has. Let's try skirmish, because that's 4 versus 4. I still think it counts, but just remove that stuff. But we're going for a second. Meantime, as well, I'm gonna actually just check stuff. Also, I should redo my. Yeah, it's 45 minutes ish, right? Oh well, 40 minutes now. That dream is dead. Should try to get in here on a Saturday or something, but I've been because not many people play that game mode, understandably as well. But sometimes you can get a match in. You know what? Let's attempt one more time in. Thank you. Let's give this like 20 seconds. Because I'm surprised we haven't even gotten like 4 people. Sometimes when you get this, you still get like 3 or 4 people. That are... It's also annoying you can't matchmake for this and be doing something else. You're stuck on the screen. Which is a bad idea. And hey there, House Smash. And yeah, the IF2 is still down indeed. And hey there, ACM. That's why we're in Division 1. Trying to get into a last stand there, but may have been too. Let's actually get their caches real quick. We'll do the same strat I used on the other one, because where was that again? That was here, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Peek over there. And annoyingly, for the time being, the YouTube chat won't show up because the bot I'm using for that is also apparently undergoing maintenance, or something's broken.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage over.
But I can still see it.
Backup activated. System rebooted.
Call it that.
Caution. Entering dark zone. Warning. Now entering a contaminated area.
Yeah, it's 10 cleaners in the DZ. We'll go get that.
Cover me! Setting up the boom!
Enemies in Div 1 much stupider than Div 2.
That's our chance! Watch out!
You can very much kind of like circle straight around them. Oh, this time it's not that named heavy. Actually, I'm not gonna loot again. Just gonna pick up the simple stuff, and it's because I don't want to per se extract. Don't think that's gonna end well for me.
Leaving contaminated area.
I have a landmark a little bit north of here, but actually this group should be enough. Yeah. So I should try to get their backpacks. Explosive kills! That's our Dark Zone assignment done. Fast travel in the Dark Zone. Get back to the gate! I need to kill some cleaners. Yeah, we'll go after...
Attention. Leaving Dark Zone.
Let's go after this named group over here. Yeah. Because we'll also go deeper and get those 5 weapon parts done real quickly. Some ammo. Got away. I'm gonna swap to a fresher character. Will do some of the early missions. Actually, the earliest missions.
Hear my prayers.
Because yeah, they want to actually level up over time a third character here just to even get more diff tech daily. I feel like it.
Best of luck out there. Going straight to the top.
Quite the ad. Less of this, the more of this. I'll try getting his pouch. Might actually kill everybody there. All explosive kills.
Watch my ass! Oh shit! He's dead!
There's some burst fire there. And here I'm running the original version of Striker. Although not the 6-piece classified, I have 5 of the 6 pieces I would need to make the set. I'm missing the backpack. I've done so for forever.
Another carrier.
I was gonna say, these guys usually pretty spotty if you're running past. I'll just murder them quick. I wanna just go kill that other name while we're here anyway, and there's also some weapon parts past it. We could also deconstruct some weapons for it, but go get them there. I'm getting named along the way, you never know. You might get something useful out of it. Almost shot that duck, but luckily I didn't. Hooches in here are very... They keep running into danger.
Can take seconds. Got something for you.
I thought he was a hunter. He disappeared in a smoke grenade. He disappeared by becoming dead instead of just disappearing. grab all the things. Alright. Let's go get this guy cleaned up anyhow. Let's swap the other one.
Hey.
Because yeah, this is always annoying. Just Benita's always not shutting up. Just hey agent, hey Kelsa, hey Keener.
You are now entering a safe area.
Hey, anything you'll feast your eyes on Manhattan's best selection.
I don't need that one.
No big deal. See you around.
Actually, we'll just deconstruct these, pop these caches, and then.
Don't be shy.
I'm gonna check the vendors already this week. So, let's see. Look at them. How much do I actually have saved up? And if they're 500, so we're going quickly.
Best gear for the streets, right here.
Could actually see about maybe already optimizing. It's a 293. Might have actually optimized this set already. Yes, he's a 290 on this. We should maybe try getting. I have a. I'll actually leave it for the third character. Or maybe I'll already optimize up the other 2 striker pieces whenever we get the backpack. It'll be ready. On the other character, I want to make a hunter skull build. I have the pieces for it as well, I believe. But yeah, let's go to that character.
See you soon.
A newbie. Oh. Get some levels in on them. Actually, yeah, let's have a little bit of this for some sugar. Just some iced tea kind of stuff. So I'm level 4. This is level 4, right?
We've got a rioter takeover at Madison
Guess
Square
we're going
Garden.
over there.
The JTF and Sarah were using the site as a field hospital.
Because they are set up. I've just been vendoring same way kind of in the...
We need them, especially Jessica
Credits
Candle,
are shared
the
in Division 1.
virologist who is running the place.
So,
Find her, send her to the base, and clean up
yeah,
what's
we're gonna
left.
go get Kendall Jenner.
We've got a lot of hostiles inside, Agent. They're holding Dr. Candle and her staff.
Right.
We need those personnel back
Or
at
is
the
it- or
base
is
so
it-
we can get the medical wing functional.
I might think of something else.
We'll hold here to
That's
cover
that
your
thing.
back. Then we'll escort
Not gonna go exploring too much. It's generally not worth it. That's something they definitely started doing more in Div 2. I'm gonna run and gun it.
If you patch me into the security system, I might be able to find Candle's location.
Really a lot of checkpoints. We're just gonna go quick, basically. But actually, are these all the same? Oh yeah. So we have one board there, and then we have one board there, and one board there, and all 3 are the exact same stuff. They really should not have put that one red paper in the middle of it. That would have made it not stand out as much. Because while I was running in through here, and even a 4th one. Wait, where am I? Oh.
Patched in. Let's see what I can find. Can you see
The missions that have a
CCTV
challenging
feed? Looks
difficulty,
like Candle and her staff are being
I know a
forced to
lot
treat
better
their
than
wounded. That's the only
these
reason they're
ones.
still
This one does
alive.
have legendary, but doesn't have challenging.
It looks like they've got people upstairs in a restaurant.
In a restaurant.
There's a lot of these guys, but if you use
I could
cover,
go for
you
a
should be able
snack.
to pick them off without making yourself a target.
Madison Square Garden.
You're going down.
Additional hostiles detected.
Cover to cover and transfer are...
Additional hostiles detected.
No, it's kind of the same.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
One thing I would actually hope they would do with Division 3 is introduce players to talents and stuff much earlier than this game does or Division 2 does. All the way up into the 20s and then it starts introducing talents. And my go-to for all of this leveling once I get weapons that can have talents is I'll try to put predatory on them and then also have the stats to activate predatory. So we don't get a free slot till much later. High ends. I think the purples have free slots. I don't remember.
You got the worst aim I ever seen.
Also, wait, don't I have the... Because I did grab that this time, yeah. The defiler. What does this thing even do? Okay. Oh, it's level 5, that's why I haven't picked up the... I need to level one more. It's just a hard-hitting shotgun, right? Is it the only double barrel in this game? Is there no normal?
Word is that they've really trashed the place.
That's right.
It would have broken my dad's heart to see it go to hell like this. We used to watch games there together.
I mean, the game doesn't
Readings
still
indicate this area is safe.
Well, yeah, that's the same.
I think it's better my folks
here
don't
we're
live
just
to see any
leveling
of
up
this.
another character. I have to
And I
have
think
30
about all the people
already.
doing their best to keep going. That's who we do this for, Agent. Go get him.
But I wouldn't mind having a third one.
You'll have to pass by some
And maybe
contaminated
even
areas.
eventually a
There used
fourth
to be
one.
plenty of sick people
Getting
being
even more
treated
diff
there
deck.
before they got shot. So be careful.
Optimized stuff. We've been revisiting it intermittently here and there. Especially now as well that I'm much more social in my gaming. Back when Division 1 was out, I did matchmake and stuff, but that was it. I would just matchmake. And just, you know, you just say hi when you enter, you say GG, and then you leave, and then usually not play around too long. Or you'd stick around for a few missions if people are doing a few missions. That was about it. Because I haven't done any of the legendaries till like recently. Visited it at the last few weeks of this last season.
You won't last.
Hey, this Santa thing was in the one actually as well. Oh yeah, you see it at the time. What was her name? I mean, the second she's gonna speak, well, no. I mean, it's Kendall, but was it Kendall? I mean, Dr. Kendall would imply it's her last name, right? Also, actually, it's Candle. It's not Kendall.
Warning. Hostiles detected.
Nobody walks away. Take her out.
I'm expecting another wave.
The escort party's taking heavy fire from the roof. They can't move until you get up there and take down that gunner.
We're
Let's
pinned
go
down.
take down that gunner.
No way we'll make it across alive unless someone can get up there and take
By
out
the
the big
fire.
guy.
All yours, Agent.
Yeah, especially if you've been away for that long. The game has changed quite a bit. Maybe, well, yeah, 4 years. I mean, it depends on how, if under or over, but yeah, Gear 2.0 might even make it. But the game is also in a state where it's very easy to get going. At this point, you can, you know, pretty easily get to 40. You can pretty easily get a build together, and then the game is much more about actually making a lot of builds and just experiencing all of the things that it has to offer. Just picking some goals, you know. I want to incursion. I want to raid. I want to find a clan. I want to, hell, I want to start a clan. Anything like that. You know, just want to try out a dozen different builds. Hey, what would this do? Hey, what would that do? I mean, some people even have the goal of just, you know, I want to reach 1K, and then usually when you do that, they go like, you know what? Let's literally go an order of magnitude higher and go for 10K. And then there are some idiots that get all the way to like 20K and then even make a second account. And then they get that account to... Well, actually I didn't start that second account, it was 20K, I was like 10K. And then even once that level is kind of leveled up all the way to make a third account. And now that the third account is kind of completely leveled up and has most of the things I would want it to have, even considering a fourth account. What kind of idiot would do that?
Oh, they got him. All right, I got this. That's it.
Deadpan to the camera.
You don't belong here.
Sir, could you stop murdering me? I need to wait till I can met back again.
All right, I got this.
Here, let's play ball. Is this where Harshal got his name from? This boss? He was just.
All right, I got this.
He played like this boss, so it was like, you know, he's the Hutch, I'm the Hutchler. Okay, I do have a flashbang. Oh my god, just... Annoyingly, in this game, you don't really have the accuracy to
Candle and all staff accounted for.
just shoot that backpack reliably.
We're off to a good start, agents. Wish
Not
I could have had your
until
back
much
out
later
there,
when you
but
can
I think
also
we
put
make a
some
hell of a
mods on
team
this thing.
anyway. When you get back to the base, we'll talk to Candle, and we'll see what she can do for us.
Yeah, let's go talk to Candle. The mission complete already, right? Yeah. Just fast travel. I know it. We'll be polite. We'll take the route here. These have been down for 7 hours. Well, no, less than 6, but yeah, they've been down for a while. Because they had 3 hours initial, and then they extended by 3 hours, and we've not reached the end of that 3 hours incentive. We still have 20 minutes. I'm hoping it'll come up. But yeah, expect the worst, be pleasantly surprised by the best when it happens. All of the whenever they have had
I think I'm getting frostbite.
no. Oh, it's Jessica Candle. That's it.
You are now entering the safe area.
Okay. Oh, that is a while ago. That's year 1. Yeah. Before Woni, before Gear 2.0, and all that stuff. So. But yeah, it's well worth getting the game's in a pretty good space now, so it's well worth jumping back in. If nothing else, you'll have some hours of fun.
Well, look who it is. Thanks for getting me out of the garden. I've been in some hostile work environments before, but Jesus. Of course, it's not like this place is gonna win any prizes either. Antique equipment, 0 staff, patients lining up out the door. This isn't gonna cut it.
We're doing the best we can, Dr. Candle. Any suggestions you might have, I'm happy to listen.
I know. Beggars, choosers, all that crap. What matters is beating this thing, but I can't do that without knowing more about it.
Here's a good place to start. Sarah is pretty sure Dr. Gordon Amherst had something to do with the outbreak.
God. That asshole. Saw him present a paper at Columbia once. He nearly started a riot. If he's part of this, I need to talk to him. Anything of his you can find. Notebooks, laptops, close personal friends, I need that too. And we need to talk about live samples and antibodies. You're gonna be busy.
And you'll be?
Fixing this. Saving lives. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll get started.
our initial introductions to Phelan and Jessica Kendall, which we don't see in Division 2 at all. We did see Roy Benitez and oh yeah, this is all it. We'll see these pop-ups as hints.
Looks perfect. I can't
On
thank you
all
enough.
3 of these,
But
which is
I
always.
will bring you something from my wine rack.
Got ourselves
Finally,
a clinic.
Gotta start somewhere. We've got enough staff to start tending to the public, but we've got our work cut out for
Take
us.
some of those and some of those and some of those. Give me all of them. We are level 5. Oh wait, actually these ones do have ones. Screw that one. Let's just put that scope on here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take the stuff out of that. I want to upgrade everything. And also, I'm gonna deconstruct all the junk. I don't wanna per se get anything else. Let's actually see though. Can I? Don't have access to any. Like, at what point can I craft a blue weapon? Oh no. Maybe do that because these do a lot more damage. I mean. The nice thing is all resources are shared, so it's not like I'm gonna run out. And yeah. Just take one of those. Actually, I'm gonna put that in second. Just especially the extended mag, I mean, nice. Yeah, so we are level 5. We can actually go for the next mission, right? Yeah, which is that.
This tunnel is the major supply line
I'm gonna
for
take the
food,
southern
meds,
route,
and
actually.
weapons from the outside world. But we've got a group of rioters with explosives trying to break through the quarantine there. A JTF
Actually, I'm gonna
garrison
take
is doing
them.
its best
I'm
to
gonna
hold the
try
line, but
to
they're
not
weakening.
pick up any
And as the rioters
collectibles, leave
blast
them
through
all
the
for
floodgates, the
when
tunnel floods,
I
the supply line
reach level
cuts,
40.
and a whole lot of people
That is
die.
actually an old strat.
We've got
People would do that
confirmation
and then
Benitez
also
is
save
there in
it
the
for
thick
when
of it.
double
We
XP
need that
weekends
location
happens,
secured,
but
and Benitez
we're not
back
gonna
here
have
at
double
base.
XP weekends anymore, ever, likely. But then you would go around and get a lot ton of build proficiencies from it. That is why I'm just gonna. But yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do some of the activities and stuff along. St. Elmo, Jelly, and then the chameleon have the last of it. Let's go back and play through the first one at some point. Yep. I played through it quite recently.
Dispatch to patrol. One of our scouts located a stronghold at the storage yard on West 33rd.
Going through and getting a second character to level 40. Level 40, level 30. Shooting and not playing it. Endgame. I did skip the world tier parts of it, which I likely won't do with this character if we ever get there. That take me about like 20-ish hours getting through the game.
You crossed the line.
Thanks for all your help, Division. We owe you.
A skill slot without a skill in it. Of course, it's not an inventory where I expect it to be. Don't have the mods for any of these yet. Let's actually take the first aid one. totally forgot about this skill, for instance, coming back to the I just feel I've seen this used or used it myself. It being basically a sticky with heal. So everybody would just run the chem one. First I found the whole army. Also, I shouldn't just try to run a gun like this as if I'm running an endgame set that has like healing abilities and stuff. I don't. For instance. Oh, is the terminal really the closest? Oh, we don't have the safe house there yet, right? That's partially.
We're getting overrun. They're killing everyone in sight. Damn it! If they blow open the floodgates,
when if we unlock? This leads here. Cause yeah, didn't this have its own exit? Wait, there's toilets? Why is there a toilet over there? So I've never been up there. Probably don't know.
Basically wanted me to reassure him somebody is still in charge.
Boss, we confirmed phase 1 with
Give him house.
Did it though? No, I actually didn't, right? It's been too long. Not to die in the DZ. Well, you will die in the DZ. That's unavoidable. The thing to more consider is you can gear yourself pretty well to not die that easily in the DZ. Groups help a lot. There is power in numbers. A group with coordination and communication and good builds is immensely more powerful than just, you know, running around solo. But also you should just be okay with dying in the DZ. As long as you're getting some kills in, you'll actually get rewarded plenty. There is no... As long as you also get a few kills back and such. For instance in DZ. Actually, what I can maybe link, I'll link it in both. Prodigy recently made a PvP guide. I haven't read actually through the entire thing yet, but I should have totally put it in sources as well. Where is it? This link is not gonna work with Twitch chat, is it? Will this work? Okay. Oh, it won't work with YouTube chat, that's yeah. So that one goes to here. I'm trying to find it. There we go. Because there's a character limit, actually, yeah, and then I tried putting it in the YouTube chat as well, but it's in the Discord. In the Discord's link down below. It's in the general chat. I will actually just as well. I'll do that later. I read through the first parts of it, and yeah, it's perfectly like set up for explaining some of the reasonings and stuff. So, as I'm not much of a DZer / PvPer or any of that kind of stuff, much more of a.
This tunnel is the major supply line for food, meds, and weapons from the outside world.
Also, mostly
we've got a group
like casual
of
stuff.
riders with explosives trying to break through the quarantine there.
Done all the legendaries and the raids and stuff, but I don't do them regularly.
And if the riders blast through the floodgates,
nowadays,
the tunnel floods, the supply lines cut, and a whole lot of people die.
We're loving ourselves indeed some Division 1.
There in the thick of it. We need
mostly waiting for Division 2. I wouldn't mind getting some Division 2 chewing in, but yeah, we are reliant on them completing. I'm just Because I had gone back to my Discord. I'm gonna have the other Discord up just so we see whenever it comes up. Because usually people go like, hey, it's up on the official Discord. Or there'll be a message that the maintenance has been completed. But usually people that are just, you know, jamming, sitting there and just jamming on the button will let everybody else know.
Captain Benitez requesting immediate support at the Lincoln Tunnel
Bump all of these.
These assholes are storming the blockade. If they blow the floodgates, they can put this whole thing underwater.
Alright, we're gonna do the second mission, get ourselves Roy Benitez. I did go to the right one, right? This is level 5? Yeah, okay. Don't stand next to gas. Also, don't try to run through fire. Not the smartest enemies. He's good for us. And Hidden Millennia as well, actually. I missed that earlier. Me down. I was not. Yeah, a well set up build. So for DZ, it's a completely different meta. Meta completely shifts to having armor, having survivability, and then keeping some damage. And most of the survivability coming from cores, from blue cores, and adding some talents onto that. If you're not set up and somebody else is, a 1 versus 1 is not really going to end well for you. But of course you can fix that by setting yourself up. That's not too hard either. I'll look through the builds too. Yeah.
Captain, they're breaking for the tunnel.
Then also skill is an important one. Trying to have a good aim and also good tracking, because chicken dances still happen in the DZ. People just dancing around each other and trying to find the moment. Because also if you're like circle strafing around somebody else, you just wait for them to kind of run into the reload. When they're reloading, they're a lot slower. So at that point you then unload into them, for instance, stuff like that. Of course, you need to be able to tank them long enough to reach that point.
Hostiles incoming.
I need to remember what game I'm playing and I'm not running a tech tank or something. Oh, there's that sniper. Oh, that's not a sniper. Just got me from the side.
Warning. Additional hostiles
I only want to
incoming.
loot this, of course. I mean, the one rifles wasn't the thing. It's actually going back to, I had totally forgotten how.
Captain Benitez, this is Faye Lau.
Likely never even
We're
noticed.
division
And from
agents,
1
and we
to,
have
or
eliminated
from
the
2 to
threat
1.
the perimeter.
Or from
I'm
1 to
patching you
2.
into our comms so you
But
can
yeah, the
direct
rifle
support
category
wherever
is
needed.
basically a mishmash of some ARs, some SMGs even, because the USC became one of rifles, and then a bunch of MMRs. What in this game are MMRs. So. Or like a PPD. Yep. Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, that's still the wrong one. Yeah, sorry, I had the thing up. I'm barely awake. Because I got up actually pretty early and got the video up. So the build showcase is up. But then also I really couldn't sleep afterwards because it was way too warm. So I'm kind of... Sorry. Thanks for pointing out, Gary. I need it. That was up for a few minutes. Whoopsie.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
I'm likely too far away from them, just barely for them to fire. This is closer. I think if you go too close there, eventually one of the wave spawns kind of behind, so won't go too far. Well, I'll see them on the map, right? Specifically remember failing on this part once recently. Sir, could you just...
Alert. Hostiles are headed
Also, this is
way.
mostly a timer anyway. It's not a...
You're not gonna scare me.
It's not an amount of kills or anything. I only have one med pack, so I should push it. Since I live the trails, I'm using blue striker set with red chest gun, breakable chest, and red group mouse. Any suggestions? Overall, that already sounds kind of doable. Technician, a shield and technician for a shield tier. So one of the things that a few people I've seen do is basically take tech tanks, also the Heartbreaker tech tank specifically. So you could maybe try that, but then instead of the Artificer, take a Revive Hive, because you do still need a Revive Hive. There is just sometimes bullshit happens and you just need to have a Revive Hive for that. So you don't use it as a full tech tank, because yeah, the shield doesn't get healed. But you still have a 6-tier shield and a decent amount of damage, and you just do it with that. And you also have the bonus armor, so you can still kind of be aggressive with that. But yeah, a shield, if you're not using a shield, I think actually, or you can specify skills, but because having a shield, especially if you're that blue tier, but then even maybe having one blue core less and going with that.
Damn it, that was too close. They don't care.
But basically, yeah, being tanky is perfectly fine in there. And then using either Hunter's Fury, Strikers, or Heartbreakers as your kind of damage mechanic, keeping crit chance, crit damage high with a few blue cores. That would be my go-to as well. My go-to, I think I would go with the Heartbreaker tech tank and then just break up the tech tank by just going... Also, yeah, Memento, actually, because you had... Because in Strikers even, you can give up the backpack. It is a damage loss, but taking in Memento will save your life a lot. With its regen, that's like really
Jesus,
cool.
what we got left. Glad to meet you, whoever you
I'm gonna go sit up here instead of the outside area. I don't wanna... Well, oh yeah, this place isn't great, is it?
Listen up.
I'm gonna go sit upstairs.
We got good news and we got bad news. Looks like we got division agents for backup, but these guys out there, they just won't let...
I can go sit up here.
You ain't no problem.
Yeah. And then you yell to them, "It's over, the rioters! I have the high ground." They are saying shoot their asses, but they're actually not firing. I wonder if they can't... Like if they didn't have an angle to me. That one guy is being a dick. Where did he even go?
Keep doing that hero thing, you hear me?
I mean, well, it's no longer pulsed. It's okay.
I'm fucking going down.
I want to jump all the way down. Just gonna wait for my pulse for a second. Sir, please die. And there's no health gate in Div 1, so if you hit end of your health, you're dead.
Kill them all. Gonna make them pay. Nobody wants to war.
There's also no armor for us in Division 1. All health.
Agent, your playmates have a sniper positioned ahead. Keep your eyes open.
The city's lucky going outside.
As a carrier said that as well. Don't die. Yep. Don't end up like Diesel. If you're gonna die, at least don't be inbred. Son of a bitch.
And it's like this. Good luck out there.
Yeah. Tips to live by.
Everybody's talking about that power plant and what to do about it.
Something about those LMB guys isn't right.
Oh, ow. I'm reading chat, sniper dude. Give me a sec. Actually we can... Oh, that heals me to full. Okay, that's maybe nicer than I thought. Hey, well, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah, you do need to get it. That's sometimes.
Yeah, damn.
But even in hardcore as well, so one of the things you can do, actually, I'm not sure, do you still share mailbox with hardcore? Because now they have a stash, but the mail is still going to be shared, right? I haven't played hardcore in forever. Definitely not since the changes where that they got a stash. But if their mailbox is still shared, okay, no longer shared. Then yeah, then. Anyway, should take care of that sniper. This is one of those places where, for instance, a blinder sticky is really handy. At least, and yeah, they do checkpoint you a lot. So there is that.
This ought to be easy. I think I can take you. Give it up already.
Oh, that's a heal to full at this level. Although I think I have a lot of electronics actually for my life.
Do what you need to do. Just get the job done.
Where's that rusher going? Where are you doing? You're supposed to assault me. I should maybe just suppress them.
Do what you need to do.
That will work.
Let's get this over with. Those bricks. Gonna make this quick. Just my luck.
Just outflank them and just move them.
Get back. Agent, my people say the threat has been eliminated. I thank you, my guys thank you, and the people of New York fucking thank you. I'm on my way back to the base with an escort. Let's talk when you get there.
The famous line. Say the line, Benitez.
If they'd blown those floodgates, we would have lost a major
I
supply
thank
line.
you, my
Now
people.
Benitez can get back to the security wing.
And
See
the
you back
people
here.
of New York. Can I go now? No, say it again. You know, I got shit to do, right? Yep. That shit is standing here and saying the line, Benitez. It's kind of like the safe house. So played the one hit. Yeah. That's what we're going back once in a while. I played it quite a bit recently. At the end of last season, we did a few weeks of just Division 1, just for, or well, a weekish of Division 1. Just mostly because I didn't want to even be
video footage. These rioters are goddamn animals.
I'm not the biggest fan of golden bullets. So was my escape from it. No, but I think it's still there in the it's funny how that pours one of the highest frequent in Div 1, but it's stable in Div 2. That's one of the first things I had as well, of just like, oh hey, yeah, police M4, and then going, wait, this is worse than anything else I have. And then in Div 2 it's the inverse. I'll leave that evidence, let's just get going.
We don't like strangers around here.
How the balances shift. Yeah, let's get to some of this actually. So maybe there's a med pack in here, or just items in general. Some of the boost my with research cache. Yeah. That was the old strat with that in the past, and it was sharing a mailbox, so you would let stuff from reward track go to your mailbox, so that you could book it out with your hardcore character. But then yeah, that's been altered with that.
Now entering a
But yeah, I just indeed as well now having expertise, because even expertise, for instance, could make it one of the things that's actually powerful restarting over when expertise is shared is a turret and a drone actually get their expertise right away. Yeah, that's that bumps them up actually pretty severely starting out and stuff. And even maxed out, like starting out at level 40 as well. So when you're new, so you can pretty easily make a skill build that is much more powerful than you could easily make a red build. So you could actually go with that for starting out. Can actually take 2 of these. So
another satisfied customer.
Good looking you have now.
And I thought we were gonna do business.
I know, we've unlocked that. Oh, yeah. We need to talk to this dude.
It's great to meet you, and I'm sure you feel the same about me. You've probably seen me on television in my legendary role as a special agent on everyone's favorite continuing daytime drama. So I can totally relate to what you're going through. I'll be sending out the intel about our hotspots.
Seriously weird around here.
What you looking for, huh?
Also, I see some hustle and bustle, so I think actually Division 2 might be back up. Let me check. Oh yeah, actually yeah. Server maintenance has completed. Let's drop on over then. I'll just leave this character as is. We'll come back to them at some points. I will actually go back and play Division 1 here and there intermittently. So let's quit this game. And we'll go and play a completely different game, which is Division 2. Yeah, Martin said as well there. A bunch of people said that. I hadn't caught up there. New York DLC. Target map loop overlay back for DC turns out to fix it. Yeah. I mean, well, you still would want to experience New York at least once. So you have that. No, the chatbot is also kind of broken for today. Let me actually retry it now. Maybe they, I think they're doing some maintenance as well, or something is just broken about it. I'll try wiggling it off and on again, but it didn't help the last time. Because it's been pretty consistent recently, actually. That's also why it's not showing the YouTube viewer number. Which is annoying, but not something I can do anything about. But I still see the YouTube chat, so I'll still respond. Let's have a look around the vendors, starting at 30. Actually, having like the e-credit, you get. Oh wow! They changed the pop-ups there. As you said, it actually didn't say just items are granted to your mailbox. That was always a thing that people would have that pop-up and go like, wait, but there is nothing in my mailbox. The thing that is about is that you're getting 1 free key if you don't have the season pass and 4 free keys if you do have the season pass. That's what that pop-up was. They've changed the wording on it to actually specifically say that you're getting apparel caches for free, and that's been granted to you. Was never expecting that text to ever change and always be an issue.
At least we've got a clear chain of command around here.
I would recommend not having that kind of attitude towards stuff, or like, oh, they might re-break it. It's just pure negativity. That doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody else. Yeah, we know the joke. They break sometimes stuff again, but we'll call them out when that happens, and not per se just for trying at least. Yeah, let's actually have a look at the targeted. Oh, actually, we have backpacks here, so yeah, you could go for memento there. We have a few goodish zones. Marksman here is kind of good. 511. I might actually run a second account a little bit later on this evening. Also, we have a one pretty good one. Also, is this the weekly? Oh, it's capital. Okay. No. Whenever Gear Mods is on a legendary, farming that is pretty good. Just for variety as well from Summit, but also you can matchmake for it, and people will actually be matchmaking for that. So, although yeah, it would have been nice if it was also the weekly, but the weekly is capital, which is less good. I'm also kind of looking for Overlord and Zvia personally, so none of those here. LMGs here again, holsters there, some exotic components getting, but I'll likely roam this zone. I might go to second account a little bit and try some 511, get that chest, hopefully. Or make some attempts at that chest. Let's go check the vendors first. First things first. Second things second. Also, I'm gonna quickly just change the titles back. For both streams. There we go. It's back to the normal title. Wouldn't mind seeing some Habsburg. I wouldn't mind seeing. Wait, what? Why is? Oh no, that's a name then. Okay. Why is that up there? But yeah, that. So used to just seeing named weapons there. So, Benji is not really useful. Let's actually see what the Canton vendor has for us. Invisible hand as the DZ items, or well, the slot that could be a DZ item. So yeah, nothing great there. Actually, how much? And all my credits. Let's go around. Let's see what they is. What they're going to get, as you can see, whatever leftover bugs and then perhaps. Well, Div 3 like is going to be a completely separate development team. There'll be some overlap and stuff, but if they're supporting, like, Division 3 is likely already in like pre-production, but it'll likely still not be actually like worked on, because the guy that will be leading up the team is still on Star Wars Outlaws. So at least until he's out of there, you won't have a big push, basically. And yeah, looking for... I don't need 511s anymore, at least. That's nice. But yeah, Habsburg. I wouldn't mind actually as checking if there's Brazos. I might try to go for a different Brazos piece then. I have for second account. Just so I can do that one as well.
You want a deal? I want a deal too.
Of course, if we see any of the newer items. A usable Fox's Prayer for newbies, for newer players. Actually, let me check which one is invaded. It is Manning. So actually, if you're just missing one piece, because I'm gonna guess you want Capital to have the Nemesis done, I'm gonna guess. The Manning will give you one random piece that you don't own yet. So if you already have two of the 3 pieces, or well, you have 3 out of the 4 pieces. The scope is the issue, but the stronghold pieces. If you have 2 of the stronghold pieces already, Manning will guarantee, like, give you the other one. Yes, it's not going to give you a duplicate. And you don't have to do it on heroic or such anyway, so it's also recommended if you're doing it solo, because Manning can be a little annoying of a mission. Hey, we have a Detox Model 700 for if you need it on an alt or something. But yeah, it's way too expensive for a newer player, but I mean, it's still a starting piece. You could make your hotshot around that. Let's go check the DZ vendors, and then we'll check New York, and then gonna go run around for a little bit.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
I wouldn't say it's... oh, actually, we're going that way. Because it's... yeah, it's actually looking decent. Not per se my thing, but I could see that actually being an well-received thing. So far, Massive has not disappointed me fully. The one game I really didn't have much interest in was only that Avatar. Mostly for the setting as well. That setting is just... it honestly doesn't do anything interesting. It's just trying to do basically cowboys and Indians without actually, you know, trying to do that era, but then without the baggage that has. And also without much of the interest. That's it. It's like one side is clearly the good guys, one side is clearly the bad guys. Unusable Devil's Due. Sometimes these guys, I still check all the other items. Sometimes they have close to super unicorns and stuff. You never know. Also, of course, for people out there, if there is some interesting piece, but sometimes there is. Boom Stick is at least a DZ item. You need it for proficiency, but if you need it for proficiency, you're much more likely to get it from a named cache then. Or you already have one, because if you roam the DZ a little bit, you would have had one already. Let's take it over to New York. Check those vendors. Danny Weaver, as you're saying there, gotta get me my Danny Weaver. He won't be available till tomorrow. The reset is on Tuesday for the vendors, and then they reset as well, but then they need till Wednesday to be available. You can already go find a snitch, so tomorrow it'll already be on your map. Okay, we do have a Thorn for buying and just putting into proficiency. Okay, we do have Brazos. That was one of the ones I was looking for. Also, actually, Overlord and Zvia, but we haven't seen those. So having especially Zvia parts would be nice. None of these are useful. Right. Only really that Model 700 for people starting out and the Fox's Prayer for people starting out. You know what? I kind of want to play around with the build we showcased yesterday a little bit. I'm going to take this character back to here. How long have I been going on? So they have a little bit left.
Safe area entered.
What actually I'm considering now. Because yeah, we have the league again. Oh, also yeah, we have Apparel. Actually, let's have a look at this Apparel. Because you can go into its contents. This really does look like the postal dude, basically the postal dude costume. And this is an outfit, so it's not in pieces. And they do need to do these with outfits if it's like crossing the mid section. So something like this, yeah, needs to be an outfit in the system that they have it now. They could, of course, change that. But, that jacket doesn't look too bad. I like this jacket. It's just a common style. This would be good for purple build. Actually, if the entire stuff of it is purple, I might actually run this for when I'm running the purple build. Yeah. Some green pants, some Agent Colin hat. I mean, sure. So more of a beanie, or a cloth beanie kind of thing. They have a name like a bandana cap, whatever. None of these look too bad actually as well. So this one hides chest, this one hides the chest, this one doesn't. This one hides the chest as well, the chest piece of the gear set, because I'm wearing a clip, so it's very noticeable. Like, you know, on this one there's like the big tank of it, and then I don't hate these red pants. I don't think we've had like this red of a pants before, right? None that I can think of instantly. Some simple pieces, a few backpacks, a few things. That shirt. This shirt is likely a recolor of something. This feels like something I've seen before. There's a blue one, but actually that one is like tucked in halfway, right? But I'm willing to bet it's the exact same model, but then they've just added like untucked it basically in the model thing of it. Yeah. How many keys total? 26. So we have 22 times 4. I was going to actually use a calculator, but that's actually 88 pretty easily. So we need 88 levels. So we need basically a season's worth of levels. It'll be going for actually it'll be going for, because yeah, this 3 weeks and then another week of buying the keys, right? Or was it 2 weeks and then there's 1 week of that you can still buy the keys but you can't earn them anymore? I don't remember. I've already got the 60 out of 60, but I might actually go for these two, actually, thinking about it. We don't have the global event to do the disrupts anymore with. Are any of these missions kind of good targeted? No. So not many people will be matchmaking for any of those. But I could just run around. Yeah. Let's actually see how this works out. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna grab a jammer pulse. Oh no, actually I should take the... Does the jammer pulse actually get affected by skill tier 4? Cooldown? No. So it doesn't matter if it's high. Yeah, let's take it on this. We don't have SHD exposed anymore for the extra incoming damage that we had, the humongous amounts. Let's see how this kind of works out. I'm not going to be able to intercept that, but I can go do that. Actually, I can go do that. It needs to be hyenas, actually, right? Yeah, so I'm kind of locked to that. So just level and get these event caches after X levels. Never done these events, so okay. So yeah, for others as well, if you don't know how the event things work, every 4 levels, you get 1 apparel cache key. It'll every time you're leveling up, it'll also say like it'll either say you've got a key, or it'll go like 3 levels till the next key, 2 levels till the next key, 1 level to the next key, and everything. And yeah, every 4 levels you get 1. So you just level till you got them. You don't need to buy any of it as well. You can buy keys, especially once the event ends. There is still 1 week where you can redeem any crates that you still haven't redeemed, and also you can at that point buy it if you like miss those weeks. But generally, if you're playing, you know, you have either. I always forget how the time, because I usually get it like 3 days later. I'm done with the likely by tomorrow I will be done by with it on this account, and then I'll even do it on the other 2 accounts. But of course I have a lot of playtime, and also, you know, I generally play on higher difficulties with directors on generally. So one thing, for instance, as well, next week we'll have a global event again. I forgot actually which one we're getting. Which one are we getting? Oh, Guardians. So you could actually leave part of it with Guardians, because with Guardians as well, if you're going out farming levels, you might as well have that plus Guardians as well. And Guardians helps with getting the levels as well. And you're getting stars as well. So it does get easier, and when you're doing the challenges, you're leveling up pretty fast for the time that you have the challenges. So you can stack like that, basically. Where did this last one go? Hello? That looked like a person there. What? Don't make me swap to pulse. Oh. Hey,
I got one. Find a way around it.
what a dick.
We did it.
There's also 88 levels isn't that much. You'll get through that pretty easily. I'm gonna chase these guys. Yep. Because if we want to hard grind it in 5 hours pretty consistently, you should be able to do it. It's like less than 20 per hour. Likely even in 4 hours. If you really want to. You're just hard grinding, getting around 20-ish per hour if you really go fast. Generally, you end up more around 15-ish per hour if you just are doing activities. Of course, also, you don't need hard grind it. You have 2 weeks. On average, most people that play, you know, decent amounts, yeah, you'll end up with more levels than that in 2 weeks. I'm running the tech tank variant of the Hunter's Fury. Not my like super preferred build. The one place I do prefer this thing is for when there is no regen. This is the one tech tank that doesn't really care about no regen because it's healing on kill. And here I'm trying to I've swapped my artificer for a jammer pulse, getting some of the jams in on enemies. We just do missions. In missions, you have a lot more condensed enemies, but I like running around with you. Partially as well, there isn't good targets for the missions, the arena missions. That's kind of the reason as well I'm not going with that. If there was a good targeted, I would just matchmake for that mission a few times and just run it a few times. Because when there is a good targeted, people will be willing to go do the mission. But with that.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh wait, was that like one of the guys from the convoy? It's gonna actually wait for my jammer. LMG gunner behind me. That chose to not completely murder me. Thank you very much. I won't be so kind. I'm completely gonna murder you. Here's my thanks for not murdering me, and that thanks, it comes in the form of murdering you. I was gonna say I should turn on cool skills, but actually no, of course I can't. What I should do though, as I'm getting some resources here, is actually go and get the SHD requisition. Need some of this. Get 2 resources out of this. Where's the other drop? I'm still looking for a diamond back, an extra one, so I do actually want to. I'm saving my German pulse for when the wave spawns. I'm gonna stand here and get that.
Access key detected.
One thing you could do as well is just do this on like lower difficulty and stuff. Difficulty doesn't matter for it, but might as well kind of level and such. We're still going at 3 directives. And I kind of like the running gunniness of this thing. I always have. Just bonsai. Full sand and just hope for the best. I should go for public executions more than anything, not just for the level, but also it's 2 big waves. So I can jam the first wave, kill that, and get the second. Like today program. I mean, yeah. Although, well, that depends on how casual. Because some people just play like 2 hours every other day, you know. Not every person can be an internet degenerate and just sit around and play video games for several hours each day. Some people, you know, they do stupid things like have kids or a life, or the worst of them even touch grass. Can you imagine touching grass? What kind of a psychopath that just... but yeah. Imagine how sick of a person you would have to be. And they don't even ask for consent. They just touch it without asking if they can. That's assault, my friend. How dare you? Love how her crawl out there was aim carefully as I'm just spraying and praying.
Civilians in distress.
I'm more interested
Additional hostile contacts.
if we have spawned the second wave. It's much more important to me as it. Something hit me really harder. Or isn't the rusher? Oh, it's likely, yeah. Arrows do a lot of damage. likely their sniper in the back there. Because they basically end up as acting as snipers. So it's like likely an engineer with their deployed sniper turrets. Because the hyenas engineers, their turrets really hurt. But I wasn't seeing one. But that the other guy explained. Am I bugged? I'm not bugged. And yeah, they haven't actually fixed inspections, have they? That's well. Oh wait, what? Have they fixed inspections? Feel bad just inspecting random people in my friends list, but oh, they have. It seems. It looks like. Alright. Yeah, I picked the right person. You might think this is this is a prized piece. I would definitely say for anybody. You might think this is just an SR1, but then you look at the name and you go like, oh, that took a lot of time. And yeah, that's the piece I would be running there as well and just showing off with it. Yeah, nice. Does that mean they fixed World State as well? Because both of those were under investigating. Yeah, we should just do a control point and then go to New York and back. And see if... yeah, let's go get that control point then. That's Hyena as well, right? Yeah, we'll go through that. Because they weren't in the patch notes, they were still under investigating, but to actually test you guys here, yeah.
Civilians in danger.
Yeah, we'll capture that control point, go to New York and back. That will answer if the world is keeping its state. Because that one also was not in the patch notes, was in the, like, they're investigating it in the Trello board. But wouldn't be the first time that the patch notes are not complete. The patch notes actually often are not complete. We have to kind of figure out a bunch of stuff ourselves.
This is our chance to create the city we want. So let's show the mother-fucking person who is really in control. I'm so good.
I should have jammed at some point. And really two spawn points here. One is there where they spawned around the corner, and then one where we came from.
Access key detected.
Isn't there ammo crates? I could use some ammo actually. The issue with the Oreo, you're basically always on the... I could use some ammo.
Manual override required.
Alright, I'll just say it again.
Progress resumed.
From this side, you see them spawn. You see a door open and them spawn. They must be over here. Well, actually, yeah, the best way to quickly get this is just to eclipse and just be on normal or hard or something, or even challenging. Challenging actually, so you can do multiple waves on control points, and just that would just spread all the way through them. If you have a file active. But we're getting by with this. We haven't had the we had Pistolero for 2 seasons. I've kind of completely forgotten all of the ammo locations because I remember those generally as well, or try to. Latest like my anyway. As mostly I feel they just I think that most of the development is actually now done by the... I always forget, is it Istanbul or is it somewhere else? whatever, like Ubisoft. The other one. So not massive, basically. And yeah, and then the patch notes are getting written by the just massive. So they're likely just reliant on the information they're giving, but then that information set is just not complete. At least we're getting some of the things in there that we can quickly check, and then usually we run into other stuff. Because for instance, yeah, swap speed getting fixed, or for instance with resolve, there were so many small alterations that were not actually noted. For instance, swap speed getting fixed. Let's chain this dude. Let's actually jam once. These guys are from a random patrol. An attack phase of a control point, you never have rushers. It's only on the defense phase. So when you see some rushers running around, you know there's an extra patrol that joined the fight. And this thing isn't a quick killer. It gets by. Also, I should watch out. My shield is not artificered. Doesn't actually hold for very long, but yeah, I have the jammer instead for jamming purposes. Because we jamming till we get 250 hyenas jammed. we jamming. Actually, I can't jam that fast because yeah, there's a cooldown. Basically, we jamming and then we need to wait for like 20 seconds. Oh, he's over there. Or another one. Let's get some ammo on the way out. Salt and grass, my thing. Yeah. And all of those oils we're transferring to grass. I went Japanese there. Yeah. Yeah, that can't be good for them. You shouldn't touch grass. It's bad for it. Save the grass. Stop touching. Sit at home, play video games. Save the nature from having to deal with you. And hey there, Gil. Our control point fixed. I'm checking that right now. Inspection is fixed, which wasn't actually in the patch notes. Because it wasn't in the patch notes that they were gonna fix the control points issue. Although it's the world state officially. It's more than just the control points. I'm capturing this one specifically to see. We're gonna make this. I could actually go now because if it's gray, if we go up and back, it should stay gray. But let's capture it actually all the way and get some more jammins in.
Doing.
Hoping to get that third one there as well. And now we're making some progress. I haven't been doing it for too long, so then already on 58. Past the 1/5 point. We just need 250. Let's get those resources there.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Where did we detect him? We're detecting him over there. One could say that this guy's goose is cooked. One could say that, but yeah. I mean, I just did. So deal with it. Can I actually, if I jam people twice, does that count? 1 per person. I should track the global event thing. Not the global event, then the leak thing. Was there a loot? Oh wait, there's more. These guys might also just be bugged out. That does happen, especially in this one. Oh, hi. That is a hyena, so it could be. That's so far away now. I'm just gonna pass. It's gonna be fast. Where Brazos is in the map, I can have a look. I'm not sure I saw Brazos. Not all brands need to be, or all brands and gear set need to be on the map. We have more brands and gear sets and item slots or gear slots and weapon types than there are places on the map. So yeah, I don't see it on the map. Which could be very much true. We'll check New York as well. No. So yeah, Brazos isn't on the map at all. But yeah, you can always go Summit. You can always go Canton. And hey, Omni. Anything new? Well, at the very least, they've fixed up some of the issues that they created themselves. At least didn't last too long. I was hopeful for that none of them would linger for too long. They seem to have fixed inspections and stuff. As you know, we can inspect people again. So it's like that. You can see their things and stuffs again, which is nice. Let's see if they fixed the world state. I'm gonna have a peek at the chat, but intermittently see if it looks like they may have fixed it or not. Because I can't set it to English at all. It just keeps going to Spanish for some reason. A language that I've never set it to. But, let's go back. And maybe if the control point is green, it has been fixed. If it's not, then it's not.
Entering safe area.
And it's not. Okay. So we do have inspection back, but yeah, they haven't fixed the world states yet. That's going to be an issue this week with Camp White Oak again. That's gonna suck. Ooh, that's gonna actually suck for Manning. Maybe they'll fix it still before that, because whenever you come back for, although I'm not sure if it counts the first clear and gives you access. I'm pretty sure it didn't for me that 1 week that we did the ones, and then Roosevelt was back to locked when I reset the world. We could try at some point. And see, it's actually the weekly. Oh, actually the weekly is hyena related. Bank counter orders, DCD, and a stronghold mission, which yeah, you just do a Potomac. Usually Potomac on its own, that's not great. So what was it? Bank. Oh wait, no, what? Oh, it's Bank, DCD, and any stronghold mission. Okay. And then White House, Downtown, West, and Constitution Hall. All right. Yeah, I might go and do that if there's anybody that wants to maybe join me for that. We'll get through the missions. Get that out of the way. I'll just quickly clean up this. And in that, we already got 7 levels. Actually, let me pop these. Actually, no, we didn't get 7 levels. We got 5. Which actually isn't that much.
Pleasure to see you. That was a good deal.
Good. So actually, what is the rotation on Descent? It's Gluttony still, right? For today and tomorrow. Just gonna take a obliterate or obliterate red. That isn't an obliterate red, but I'm gonna make it an obliterate red. Or obliterate striker, specifically. Because I'm gonna go do the missions that are required for the weekly. And if anybody's interested in joining me for those, because also actually we can do DCD invaded. Because it's invaded, doesn't require it to be get that done, and then bank, and then DUA. They also fix the skills. If you mean for the Descent ones, well, it was in the patch notes. I haven't tested it yet. If they have, but didn't seem to be that big of an breaker anyway. Oh, or if you mean for raids, that was also in the patch notes that it was fixed, but yeah, I'm not like set up to raid right away. We'll see that from likely, Little Huge likely this evening will be raiding a bunch of other people's as well. Like Otter will likely be on and raiding, so you could check with them if you need to. Those are on Twitch, as I see. Let me catch up in some. Wait, that's a triangle. Oh no, that's Habsburg. Brazos looks similar, but is yeah, it's with a B in there. Actually, does it have a B in there? I just know them more by like, yeah. Oh yeah, this like the B and A. Brazos, the abacus. I didn't feel I was getting any lag there going into the White House. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this mission. Actually, I won't matchmake for a little bit. We'll keep it on just 3 directives here. And if there is any interest,
we think Black Tusk may
feel free to
DCD's databases as a means to exploit the
either
broad
join up on
spectrum
me or
antivirals they captured.
yeah,
We need to
invite you in if need be. Oh yeah, I don't need.
You are now group leader. Another agent has joined your group.
A little bit, I'll turn on the matchmaker. I should actually try to get some skill kills in on these guys, but also, okay, I'll get that done. That's not a big issue. Partially as well, because it's just 250. I haven't actually been running much in the form of reds, so I'm actually like, you know what? I haven't ran just a full red striker in a little bit. I'll just run that. Work on my positioning and stuff. This positioning is pretty important for that. I'm gonna take it upstairs here. There are no enemies upstairs, but there is a key chest. Right back here. And I want my resources. And maybe some Acostas. The backpack, not the knee pad. We need to be, we need to we need to be explaining that nowadays. And then everything stops. Okay, that's an interesting. Did I go into? I went into the White House a few times. For me, seemed fine. Trying to like remember if there was any weirdness, but I don't think there was really. We could try relogging. It might be just a connection issue that is just temporary. It could be a connection issue just in general that could be hampering, and that might that isn't fixable easily. More on the server side. Also, maybe more people will have it. So let's see about other reports coming in. I haven't. Generally on patch days and stuff, keep a little bit of an eye on. I used to keep an eye on Reddit, but I'm avoiding Reddit for this first month here until some of the loudmouths have decided to do the thing they've been promising for 4 years and actually quit. But they won't, of course. That's not how that works. Something I don't disagree with is that, yeah, sometimes complaining is much more easily and much more fun than just actually trying to be coherent in any way or useful. Because just before I was starting upstream here, I made the mistake of having a peek into another Division 2 streamers thing, and yeah, they feel they're misnamed. They call themselves a pound of flesh. I would much more call them a pound of, well, yeah, excrement maybe, or just toxicity. That's actually more what they are. Because yeah, that was just insane levels of stupidity on display and arrogance, and then just yelling at people that he thinks he understands when he's calling other people brainwashed, and he doesn't see the issue with himself, you know. Complete zero self understanding about themselves. But I shouldn't really talk about it. Hopefully they'll keep true to their word and quit as well. Whenever seasonal characters hit. The normal version, you have to hit the button that was kind of reading chat or reading up on chat. And hey, Mumby. Actually, let's matchmake here. Actually, yeah, no, let's not matchmake. We'll just keep it us two. We'll show how to do the ending here with the boss fight. Because there's a hard way that most people do it, and there's a very much more easy way. Once you know, you know. You still need coordination, or the entire team to know. But it can definitely be done. And that is, we're gonna not kill the chopper right away at the boss fights. We're gonna just kill the snipers around it, and then we're gonna move all the way up to where the boss is and then kill. But I'll hit again when we reach the boss fight. blow up that gas can there. Look at these guys. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer. Just so I'm also close enough for the heavies. Heavy? Did we get two? I haven't done this in 2-man in forever. We just generally end up filling up even with matchmaking. And there is one crate back here. Go for that real quick. This one gets missed a lot as well. So what actually remains for them to still fix? So we have the that doesn't med pack. It's hoping for a med pack. Well, actually, I'm full up, but more so for Wiz. To fix up this. Oh, this is on. So I can just fix up an armor break with this. So here, let's kill the snipers, but let's leave the chopper alive. Gonna blow up just this one side, but then let's go all the way up to where like the boss spawns, and then we'll blow up the rest. Because what's gonna happen here is whenever we blow up the chopper, so most teams, they instantly blow that up, right? Here we're just in position. I'm actually gonna I was thinking of maybe grabbing something else, but here. Now blow that up and then stack a little bit on the chopper, and then this boss that sometimes just gets away and becomes annoying, we just deal with them here. We just have to watch out. We are kind of in the middle of all the spawns, but also we just murdered them. It is a set thing. They'll spawn like facing this way, right, left, and then right, and then left again. And that was likely the last one. We just need to pick up the black skin though. Oh no. Oh no, actually.
Another black eye for Black Tusk. It's a good thing they're cleared out.
Definitely gonna put that one on things and stuffs at some point. You're gonna grab the flame rants here for the next one. So that was for the weekly. Let's go do bank headquarters on hard or higher for the weekly as well. And yeah, if anybody wants to join us for this, feel free to. I'm gonna go back to Eclipse here. We're gonna matchmake as well, and surprisingly, I'm gonna run a secondary jammer pulse. Kill surprise, right? Lefty here, and a Yammer pulse. Let's set this to heroic. Let's take 3 directives. We'll keep the ammo and the cool skills off. That hurts most players the most. So these other 3 are easy to deal with. Let's actually matchmake as well. Although here the matchmaker will end once we're in, I'm gonna set my world to open. Because it will stop matchmaking once we reach the first boss. If you have your world to open, that's the only way to actually keep matchmaking. You can restart it afterwards, of course, but that takes some doing. And sadly, the league things are never shared. They're always personal, so. I would love to have benefit from it as well, but I'm gonna just get that challenge done as much as I can. I should totally crossbow heavies. So this weekly is definitely not that bad, especially we can choose our stronghold. So. A likely best would be to intermix it with, or well, well, it depends on if you're doing 4 of them or not. But actually, we're skipping a crate, but that's fine. Let's just keep going. I always forget that one. It's just one crate. We've come too far. Oh, no. Good thing I set it to open there and didn't use the matchmaker, because it would have stopped once we had reached the entrance of this room, basically. Here we scatter to just as we were in the boss room.
Checking for the key card. Looks like that key card is the one we were looking for.
While I remember, because we're full up now. Set it back to being closed, because otherwise, when someone leaves at the end of the mission, they would.
Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye out.
And just pull someone, which would generally end up fine because we're gonna do the stuff after it. But
hostile radio intercepted.
And hey there, FBI. Did I open up? Is it that time? Yeah, you guys finally got me. I haven't played B2 in a while. Good to see players. Yeah, it's it never died out or anything. It's always been active enough at the very least that if you're matchmaking or doing journal stuff, you can just matchmake, get some randoms pretty quickly. There's tons of active clans and hasn't ever really not been. Still chugging along.
The vault's just up ahead.
And yeah, if you haven't played in a while, it's not a bad time to jump back in. We're at the start of a new season. It's and there's also a lot of newer players or returning players happening. So you're in good company. And also the game is somewhat easier than ever, with several pretty powerful builds existing, pretty easy to farm, and it's very much more now about not so much getting one build and getting that maxed out. Let's see about that. It's much more about having dozens of builds and trying them out and messing about with that kind of stuff.
They pulled the president out of the wreckage. Agent, you've got a new assignment.
I'm hoping one of our allies goes for the button. I think that guy's going, yeah. The rest of us can stay down here. Only one person needs to hit that. Oh yeah, I can inspect people again. Yay. Hey, a striker. And a striker.
Beginning search query.
What is Wiz running? Maybe I can give them some pointers, although they seem to be pretty well set up. Although, yeah, watch out optimizing this further. The optimization spent on the Almo should be done after you get detox on it, because you will keep the grading, but you won't keep the optimization. Because I'm not sure if you knew that already or not. Because you would want to reconfigure it at some point once you have enough exotic components, or eventually get one with detox. But even that one, you would want it to eventually reconfigure till you have detox. But then that will eat up all of the optimizations you've done to it, so maybe save on those till you've done that. Did a little bit too early, so these guys are not going to be too far out. Yeah. Anyway, we just hold them here with this. The only issue with this, and you need to know that because it's not inherently obvious, but if all 4 players would cross the doors there and go on the other side, we would fail the objective. So if it's 1 person or 2 people or 3 people, in randoms, what I do is I just don't go there. People can, like if you want to go, just go there and kill the people, like a last straggler or something. It's perfectly fine. But we need to just not all 4 do it. So what I generally do is I'll just stay on this side until it's done. It's just guarantee that we don't fail that one. And generally that's also, you see, like there's another like 11k player here, and he's likely overwork. Well, maybe he's overworked. So they'll stick on this end as well.
Search query finished. Subject located.
Once the timer is done, that it doesn't matter
Oh,
anymore.
the helicopter on standby to extract him.
Lockdown procedure
So
initiated.
No meta
That
builds.
doesn't sound good.
Oh no, there's always going to be certain metas for certain things, and especially now, strikers is the general meta. It is definitely one of the more powerful and easy to use hero sets. But alongside of that, you still have
Plot a path to the president's location.
other things that are very much viable. There's a lot of things that are perfectly fine to
It
run.
actually worked.
Especially, for instance, if you are solo, there is a bunch of stuff that is actually better than just going full strikers, just because you have a little bit more survivability or more utility. For instance, headhunters, for that. But also, for instance, in a group setting like this, the build I'm running here, Eclipse, which is a CC damage dealer combo thing. It's much better to have one of these and then 3 strikers instead of having 4 strikers, just because I keep everybody from shooting back as well, letting everybody shoot even more. And then, for instance, for incursions and raids, healers are actually pretty important. Well, for one of the raids. So, but definitely, there's always that. One thing will always be the meta, because one thing will always work out to be a little bit more than the rest, or work a little bit more easily than the rest. But there's a ton of stuff that is close enough to the top end that you can use it for different reasons. Especially, for instance, solo. But even in group settings, for the raids, it's still high-end blitz rates overall, except for Razorback fight, really. And some fights like that. But you would generally want the upfront damage of a high-end. So. And yeah, solo farming headhunters are really good. But also, for instance, tech tanks are really good. And the combination of 2 is, I feel, pretty good as well. As that was the build showcase quite recently. Well, quite recently being this morning.
Heads up, we're inbound to your location. Coming in over the HU. Keep your heads down. We're gonna make a hole.
As I clipped here, I'm helping both by doing damage and also keeping a lot of stuff from murdering our faces off.
We see you. You're clear to attach.
Well, there's always going to be a standout because the perception of things. I'm gonna actually swap here to.
Radio intercepted.
Actually, no. I want the jammer pulse. There's a ton of kills gonna be here. I'm fine with that. Usually I swap here to a hive and I would toss it into the boss room already, but I'm gonna do that. The fire will be enough. I'm gonna send the chem there. I'm gonna send the chem there. Those will be in the boss room already. And then when I jump down here, that's when they all spawn. And I'm gonna ignite. Get 1 person on fire. Not that many. Usually I put the stinger hive down there as well, and then that really just scatters them and stuff. Gives us a first few seconds to get in here without too much issues. Oh, we have one behind us. that guy ran fast. I almost blew myself up. I'm gonna go a bit closer and get a jam out. Not having the hive here is definitely me being less than optimal, but I want the jams. We jam in. Let's see, I'm already on 150. 153. Not much damage is going towards the boss. I'm actually gonna crossbow him. That does actually do a lot of damage against whatever piece I'm hitting. Oh, one more way after the boss. Does he never jump down? After optimization. Yeah, just so you're aware, just in case. I saw those optimizations. I was like, that could come back to bite you. But for the rest of it, it looks pretty good. You would want a Cheska chest eventually if you can find one instead of the Grupo chest. Especially with lower watch points. Although you should have enough for all the crit chance. But yeah, just that's minor upgrades.
An agent has left your group.
Get done over time. Good non-stop service unavailable. The game is back up. There might be maybe again some issues with the login server because sometimes that happens where the login server kind of has issues. Try restarting Ubisoft Connect if you're having Bravo 04, if that's the specific one. If it's mics, if it's any mic issues, that could be the login servers crapping out, which quite often happens after a patch. A lot of people want to log in all together, so it breaks something. But yeah, if it's Bravo 04 specifically, try restarting Ubisoft Connect. So if you're on PC, that's on other services. If you're getting mic errors, then maybe there are some issues with the login server. And then you just need to kind of retry. You might get through, or it might be something. And recommendations for a Merciless setup. Merciless isn't that great. If you just want to run it just to have tried it out, I think actually one option you have now is to go with 3-piece. Three-piece Via. So if you want to do it well, actually, you would do 3-piece Via and then Cheska, Coyote, and Grupo. But you can also go 6 pieces of so 3-piece Overlord, 3-piece Via, and get a ton of weapon handling. The biggest issue for that thing is you either go braced with it, if you really want to use it, you either go braced with it on the chest as a chest talent, or something like that. It's not a great gun. So, but if you just want to run it, those are some setups. You could go Striker even as well with it, and Striker with a braced chest. You would still want to kind of stack up with the ACS or something, but yeah, let's take this as our stronghold. We have Roosevelt with gear mods, but I want to later on do that maybe with legendary. This one is a quicker one, also jams. Also jams. We'll try matchmaking here again as well. And if anybody else wants to join us, that's also, let me know. Anyhow, it's back up. They extended it by 3 hours, and they basically had it like 5 minutes before that 3-hour extension was up. So. Not perfect, but yeah, just one extension. And the Apparel event is also up. And Apparel events always have been, classically as well, have been a source for Maintenance is taking longer. Patches as well.
Another agent has
Yeah,
joined
it's definitely
your
up now. 3.7 good chance. So the thing is with Cheska, you can flip some of these other crit chances. Oh, you mean on the watch? Because yeah, if you have a Cheska chest, you can flip a few crit chances once you're capped out as well on the watch. Let's see. But yeah, you need to have one, of course. We could actually try running some Cheska zones at some point. Mostly, I'm just pointing out because in the community there's some people that just go like, you should have Grupo, which is in fact wrong. But also a lot of the build videos for strikers, people put Grupo in there not understanding that Cheska just does more, and then they go like, you know, I'm close enough to the cap. And the answer is not if you have an Elmo. Even an Elmo's 20 can't reach up high enough. This guy knows he can get the loot from that side. Well, it's not easy. You can just grab it through the crates as long as somebody has been grabs it already. I'm gonna wait for a friend to get back here as well. I've completely lost the having played Division 1 for a week and then 2 weeks of Division 2 without inspection. I've totally forgotten that you can inspect people. They're running Oreo. They're running Elmo. This might be a little bit too much. Trying to go Eagle's Grasp plus Palisade. You're giving up a lot of crit chance for that way. Gonna send one down there, but there is a crate on the side here. I'm gonna get some fire going. I'm gonna go pop the crate just so maybe others see it as well. Also, once everything's on fire, my job's done. Can still help by just disorienting stuff and just helping out. We're making
rogue agent detected.
I was gonna say we're making good time here, but then yeah, rogues. I'm gonna go PFE. I'm gonna go this PFE, the buffing one. I think our last friend as well there went some form of PFE, a much more hardy PFE than me. But that's fine. We still have 2 shooters. I'm actually gonna go to the side here and get the shock rounds. Alright, I'm gonna push on with this guy. But I'm kind of afraid of
Hostile Stinger Hive detected.
their skills. Because their skills hurt. Their skills are not elite. And because of that, they're not
System disrupted.
Altered by PFE. My guy went to the very far end, which is a weird choice. We're much better off, you know, going one by one. Because he got himself into a corner with this and nobody else could help him even there. What you want to do is have it basically cascade. You want to kill one quickly, move on to the next one. Everybody kind of focusing the same enemies. And then the PFE just running interference.
An agent has disconnected.
Right. Hoping they didn't crash out, but that's likely what seems to have happened there. I'm gonna go back to Eclipse. This one is saved as a glass eclipse. I'm gonna turn it back into a normal eclipse. Which is done by doing those 3 things. It's kind of annoying for that guy. I don't think he got to get all of his loot.
Local power offline.
Grab a giant pulse again.
Circuit breaker detected.
Like somebody's gonna go for that thing, man. Nobody did. All good. Alright. Those guys come out quick. Likely by the end of this mission, I'll be done with jams. Grab the resources. So I'm gonna give Botrix another chance. That chatbot that I'm using for combining the chats on screen, in the past it was very annoying and just barely ever worked, and you had to fiddle with it. It's been doing pretty good for the last 2-3 months, which has been actually nice. But today I think it's yeah, something's broken with it. I'm gonna jam first. That's gonna actually stagger any reds and stuff, and not set them on fire. Also here, they're gonna spawn there, so I'm gonna sledge that door up. Anything that has armor or armor plates will die a lot faster. Instance that heavy. That's the one thing I would definitely change, and I've actually considered already. I think I might do that, and we might revisit. Because it's been more than a year, and while not a lot has changed, enough has changed that it's worthwhile to maybe do a redo, basically, of the Eclipse Masterclass, the Fire Eclipse Masterclass, and then maybe just make it an Eclipse Masterclass and do foam and fire in one. Although I think I would still keep it fire, because with fire already there's enough. For like 2 hours. We add foam into it. Because foam, we had a recent showcase. That kind of, I feel, did enough for foam eclipses. Because the masterclass was when Electric didn't exist yet. So that is already kind of... Also, back then I was mostly using shotgun with refiring. With InSync for refiring, which is still a strat that, yeah, I kind of sometimes miss. Sometimes that was handy, but we can take that onto the pistol and stuff if we need to. And yeah, also, yeah, using the lefty instead of that, like that's become core to. Even though the lefty did exist back then when the masterclass came out, but I hadn't shifted to using that always. Also, I would like to include a solo version for, or solo setup for, you know, what a lot of people do is challenging 5 directives instead of heroic 5 directives. I find I'm actually more comfortable on heroic 5 directives, honestly, or just as comfortable. Like I don't see. The speed difference between them is there, especially on doing the activities, but that ends up being almost half the time. Half of the other time is spent getting from thing to thing, which doesn't change. Oh, I mean, you take a few seconds longer on a patrol or something if you run into a patrol. And I try to get a sledge across. I missed, and also I was late. Oh, she got sledged.
An agent is no longer in your group.
Kick them out. We're in a boss room here again, and we're gonna have a boss room again in a second. So yeah, I'm gonna use the thing again. Set the group to open. That way, people that want to matchmake with us still can.
Another agent is now in your group.
And once we get one person, because you can still use that even in boss rooms. It's just a handy strat to me. Oh, that's the last guy.
Still there, sweetie? Hello?
Check there. Let's go get the key chest in the back there.
Ready. This situation is serious.
That guy might be a convert, I'm gonna guess. Because they're PC at the end of their name, but might have come from consoles. I'm not gonna go all the way up there for a one piece. I'm gonna rush ahead here as well and get the resources and the crate here. So might as well. Partially, I try to rush ahead of players as well and just get to the loots. And sometimes attentive players will pay attention to that and just find in like those places. Come in. With the contaminated loot in the DZ, turn to normal. Not once you exit. No, so you need to extract it. So that's why that extraction mechanic exists. You can't take it out. If you take it out and just either fast travel out or try to fast travel even across into another part of DZ, it'll also pop it up. It goes like you're gonna lose all your loot that you currently have. The only way to get contaminated loot out is to decontaminate it, and decontamination is to extract it. So you extract it with the chopper. You have to do that whole mechanic thing of it. And that's also the reason why you need to extract it. Don't think I hit the one on the back there, but I need to jam. I blew up the 3 barrels.
Serious trauma detected.
Take the heal here. Okay. Start charging a skill in the middle of a weapon swap, and that doesn't work. It is something that I know, but I don't run jammer for enough. Weapon swapping there, I'm fumbling.
Diesel, are you dead too, you inbred son of a bitch?
Everybody
get to the arena now.
But our favorite inbred son of a bitch is dead, so let's go get our other guy. I did exactly. It goes into your mailbox as well, by the way. That's the yeah. That's what he said as well. So yeah, you need to then go into your mail. It goes into once it's decontaminated or once it's extracted. It goes into your mailbox, and you have to grab it from there.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels.
You see what it's going to be when you even like grab it.
Air filter function restored.
It's going to be whatever you had when you're grabbing it for extraction. And especially if because if it wasn't even superior, if it's like blue or below, that means that you're likely at not level 40.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels.
Because at level 40, all of the loot in there is going to be
filter function restored.
high-end. At least should still be, unless they messed up something with the scaling in there. I haven't been into the DZ much since the new patch. Or since like the new season. The main patch.
Listen up. We got devils in our house and they mean to kill
Oh,
us all.
but that isn't exotic.
You hear me? Stand and fight.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels.
Because it goes gray, green, blue, purple, yellow. But red is generally exotics. So, although at level 14, we've just had some big changes with how every item level and stuff works. So it's not impossible to get that at the Oh wait, was it a level 1? Because that might be, if it was a Ruthless or a Lullaby, you do get a level 1 version of those for getting the Ultimate Edition. Actually, well, for the Ultimate Edition you get Ruthless, but also there's a package to buy, gives you Lullaby, or if you had pre-ordered the game, but that it would be weird if you had pre-ordered it and this is the first time you're playing it. Because if you do have indeed the name of the item, that would maybe take away a little bit of the confusion. Because those go into the same spot, or well, those go into the mailbox. They're not in the specific spot where extracted loot goes, because they're in the grand or whatever in the upper right one, isn't it? Because if it's like this red color, those are exotics.
I'll send teams to start securing the supplies and the
equipment
those bastards were hoarding. And now little Dessa know.
I'll just take it. Do you already have Sawyers, please? Oh wait, if it's red, it might be above your level as well. It's also a thing. Yeah, if it's like redded out,
an agent has left
it might be above your level. Then what also will happen is that actually, well, I don't have any item that isn't proficient, but then the level here will also just be level like above your level. There are ways of getting those things, especially if you maybe looted from somebody that got killed in the DZ and stuff, or if somebody shared it to you. So, as I forgot about those actually. You don't run into many of them with with being level 40. They can quite often. Yeah, let's maybe finish up the weekly here if you're up for it, Wiz, as well. We'll go to some activities in the White House, in Downtown West, and in Constitution Hall. Downtown West and okay, so it's this side. Yeah, let's just go roam around there. We'll just give it to 3 directives. I'm gonna go to an
agent is
something.
No longer in your
Where do I want to be? Go with glass red. I just want to be something shooty. Yeah, let's go with a high-end tech tag, just the classic one. I'll be the bruiser like. Let's we're already tracking this, yeah. Because I don't know if you've done any of those yet, but I have a bunch of them done, but I'll be up for getting the full amounts. So let's maybe go start in the White House zone. If there's anything there. A bunch of things. If you need a second defender sort, I'll already start walking to the next one. When you extract it as well? Although yeah, you can just take it out of the mailbox and just also see what it then shows. Because then once you take it out, it really should look normal. Because that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Contaminated loot, yeah, actually does have a reddish hue over it, right? I'm gonna engage these guys because they were already engaged with stuff. But yeah, whatever. Furniture hag. Yeah, just in case you still need that. I'll add it to my growing collection of grading pieces.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
They only have really one spawn. miss SHG exposed already. Not so much for its damage or anything, much more so for just the pulse. Go around this side.
I'm waiting for it.
A few mementos we can. Yeah, that might just be it. It might just be the retin. But when you grab it from there, it should just look normal. that's because I generally don't even look at this stuff. They just grab and go basically. Let's go hit that one, and then we can go fast travel to DCD and get the other side. Just do 5 quick activities in each zone. That might be it for me as well afterwards. As I'll go and take a little break, take a little nap, as I kind of need it. Take it up pretty early in the end. Yeah, that as Martin said there, actually. I've totally forgot how contaminated loot even looks like.
Go down.
Yeah.
You want some more of this? Shit.
And they don't extract too much, because even when I'm in the DZ, I'm usually just grabbing. I've been doing some late runs into DZ, mostly solo, and then just mostly for the exotic components. Okay, if I can get an empty DZ. But then generally as well, I'm not extracting anything. I'm just avoiding that. Because it takes time. So. Ended up not seeing it for a while. Oh, we had the key already. So looking around for a key. That's all right. And yeah, let's go from the DCDs side. We'll go and get that one, and then the one that's down south. That should be 5 for here. Oh no, that should be 4 for here. Because I had some done already here, so I'm already done with this zone.
Now it's your turn.
Sure.
Oh, Discord. So especially there is, if you search for Division 2 in Discord in like the community tab thing, there's several big Discords that are just for that as well. So there's the official one, there's LFGs there, but there are no voice channels there. So you can still LFG there, but there isn't like built-in voice channels. They removed those because of legal reasons, at least that's their wording.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
There's also the unofficial one, the one called unofficial Discord. That's mostly the Reddit one.
Agent down.
Getting them hugs. And there's also then dozens of, mostly centered around creators. But stuff like, that one only, if this had come with, although actually, if you want this one, maybe. Because it's better than what you have, instead of the max size. Still, but you would still want to just eventually reconfigure either of those to detox. Well, at least that one's maxed out, so you don't have to optimize at all. Anyway, you can keep that one for just doing some damage. Oh, crit damage is likely the worst of the damage ones. You would much rather have DTA or crit chance or something like that. Still better than magazine size. Murder of this guy. Yeah, let's get that one down there. That'll put us on 4. For instance, use a GC Rock. It's called the second wave. That's in the community ones as well, but yeah, a bunch of other creators. But you usually want the big creators. Like my Discord isn't like much, at least. Yeah, having 2 as well, you can at least reconfigure 1, and if you like get DTA, which is a pick, or crit chance, which could be okay each pick, or such, then you can keep that one and then re-roll the other one to try to kind of like piggyback, like just not piggybacking, but leapfrogging one over the other, basically, till you have to. Because then at least you have a functional one.
Incoming hostiles detected. Ski detected.
What resource did we use? Okay, food. So this is actually a food area, so let's grab some of these foods. That's weekly requisition, although these early zones, they have like 4 boxes or something. They don't get much till much later. Okay, yeah, we could. Let's go hit these 2 up here, and then we can still go get this propaganda over here after those 2. Giving the 5th one in white, in the White House area. Definitely for the position.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Yeah. This thing is downstairs. Let's slow in this one. Gonna give, yeah, let's give Patrick's one more attempt. Yeah. Nope. Hopefully it'll be working again this evening. By that time. Yeah, let's go. Murder these people. The capacitor's ability, or its accuracy, its ability to be accurate, it's pretty bad compared to what I used to run on this build, which is Elmo. But since it's rework, the capacitor just does make more sense with 3 skill tiers, damage wise. But I am still missing the actually, I'll share some stuff here. There's also just a torn for donation. I'm gonna grab that. I can just donate this. I'm done with proficiency. On 2 out of 3. On the third one, I still need to go for. Let's actually go and get that propaganda, because the exit here will put us much closer to that than that propaganda here. We're better off fast traveling back to bank and getting that one. I'll grab that memento. And this thing is still the weakest of the tech tanks. Like, all of the rear gear set ones are basically better than this. The only thing that it does have is a pronounced, like, I have one less blue core and one more yellow core. So the balance is the same, but for the shield, but for the artificer, it's a little bit more. Because this is doing that same 56%, right? Or not fully charged up, but a little more. Like the mental version of the.
There's nothing to feel patriotic about. The country died 7 months ago. Start thinking about what you want to get out of this.
Where does this go? You would think she would peek eventually. There we go. Wait, she had the key? What? Because we should still be getting a wave of stuff coming our way.
Progress halted. Manual override required. Progress resumed.
And we'll at least mark them as well when we get the button done here.
Manual override required.
Grab our pickups. So yeah, we need a further 4 in here. So we got these 2, and then we'll go for the classified, getting those 2. Actually, that propaganda sucks. Let's go get these 4. Sorry. That propaganda over there takes forever. Let's go to this classified, get these 2, because we also have 2 good ones near campus. I guess we just need 4 anyway. I should have waited to that. Because you can't fast travel to me if you don't own the classifieds. So I'll just get a weekly in. And then I need to go take a break, get some food in me. Lie down for a bit. This evening I want to try getting together that silly setup for 3-piece Via, 3-piece Overlord, which inherently is not going to be a good build, because we're giving up too many brand bonuses. I think if you're actually wanting to do it smart, or have kind of the same but just with much better bonuses, you'd be better off with just 3-piece Via, because I take the mag size over the accuracy. With a 3-piece Via, and then likely actually sacrifice plus gift and a coyote. Either that or Cheska Grupo and a coyote as the other one. But I kind of want to see what 60 weapon handling feels like on a lot of the rifles.
Only reason I'm still alive.
And also then 30, because I might actually kind of make both builds, and so we can swap between them. Yeah, so loot back here. Let's go get this activity too. Annie. That way. Then we'll go to the 2 territory controls south of campus, and then that's this zone, and then we'll need 5 in Constitution Hall. Actually, we can go here, right? Did they fix inspection? Yep, they did actually fix inspection, which wasn't part of the patch notes, but happened. The thing that is still broken, that will affect most people still, is the world state doesn't get saved. So your control points and invaded progression and stuff doesn't get saved. Still, which, that still needs to be fixed. I'm brazen. That's a big issue. So actually, we should try if brazen is that, but we'll see. I'll likely test that off stream, because I don't want to show what is issue with it, but it's not hard to figure out what the issue with it is. And together with that, the patch notes did have the it's gonna go through campus.
Great work out there,
Faster way. The raid item, the raid issues have been fixed with skills being about damage and healing being affected. A bunch of minor fixes for a lot of stuff that was issues with being level 30 and going to level 40. So Wony Start, for instance, didn't get the projects correctly. If they hit 40 with the Wony Start, you have to do a DC start and then so a lot of minor stuff like that. And yeah, and then inspection. Oh, Agonizing Bite is also fixed in Descent, which means Envy is back on the menu whenever it pops up again. I might actually, if we get it at some point, I'll try to, because in the coming weeks, I'll actually be, I don't have it, I can stuff to do, like work, but it's less busy than regularly, so what I can do, where are they spawning?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Oh, okay. They were just taking forever to come out. Because that's where they spawn on. So I was very confused that nobody was rushing in. But they were, you know, taking their mandated breaks. They're like, we're still on coffee break. Come back in 15 minutes.
Civilians in distress. Access key detected.
So one oddity is here. You don't ever really see it, but I'm going to pull the item out of here. I'm going to pull the item out of here. Oh no, actually these do combine now. Sometimes if you have, if it's 2 gear pieces, they don't combine on this one. Because generally the loot is different from this and then those crates. Where it normally would combine up, it actually doesn't when it's 2 pieces of gear. That is also the thing. Or, I think actually weapons do combine up, but if you have each of them giving a piece of gear, it doesn't. You just don't generally run into it. And yeah, we'll do this one as our 5th one, and then on to Constitution Hall. Halls of Constitution.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Take a wild guess where they're spawning. Don't stand next to a Risher. If you see the person next to you igniting something on their chest and setting themselves on fire, take a step away. Prudent life advice. There's some loot back here as well.
Detected. Nearby location. location guarded by hostiles.
Yes. Oh, we are 5 out of 5 here. And then on to Constitution Hall. Actually, we could go get this one. We're like super close to it. And from that one, we could go get its back one, and then from there we can go to the safe house and get a few more. Oh, yeah, make sure you get your loot back there as well. Can't forget yourself to this. Yeah. Remember some black desk here. Oh, there's another food zone, so get some snacks to donate. Or to fill up what we donated. Because we need to be maxed out, of course, at all times. Hogging resources. I used to actually always try to keep my resources low, and then just always donate whenever I captured the thing.
Incoming hostiles detected.
It isn't a lot, but if you keep doing it, you do get a level of it, you know, a level or two per day. My levels of playtime. But I just don't care about levels in that way anymore.
Hostile broadcast picked
It's too much work. Oh, that was more. There's one there. Well, not the direction I wanted to go. Not the direction I was expecting to go. Actually, it's funny that the game... Oh, wait. There it does it. Actually, if I look down... No. Okay, so this side is just borked. But this side you can... If I look up, does it actually go up? No. Oh, it's basically a 50-50. Half of it is this, and then half of it is you go up. Yeah, let's go get this territory control. Also pretty close by, so we can just run there. Also, territory controls are nice and fast, even though they're not good for XP. So. I don't feel I've been like in this cubby in like years.
There you. I could do this.
I'm gonna kill this many times, just get out of my way. There we have a level up, and it also says here, Crossroad Apparel Cash Game. The ones we love to see.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
We gotta tough it down. Come on, the heck. They killed the damn mini tank.
Let's go get the completion.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Oh, they have elite. What is this zone? That is Sokolov. That's not the worst. Let's try going for that elite territory control. Let's maybe do that. Yeah, let's go from the safe house back here. That's actually closer. And then we'll go into that zone proper. It does cost me my memento stacks, but that's fine. We're just doing activities. It's not the biggest loss. That was a weird animation there. Because at least Sokolov's as a gear set does get used here and there. As always, I just love what I should put in here. Just put some of that Acosta knee pads. I actually want to try in Countdown, maybe at some point. It's running a striker with that. I might actually do it on third account where I actually need to proficiency it still.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, that explains it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I'm here. Quit whining.
And I heal back up.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
A bunch of stuff get behind me. And a Razor's actually helping out there with spotting these guys. Of course, it takes longer to kill them, but it's not a big issue. I'm gonna go for defanging him.
Needs assistance.
I'm gonna actually put a lot of damage on his chest. We can go for a quick kill, but
detected.
That wasn't needed there. It was already heavily damaged. Oh yeah, how's your library actually, Wiz? Do you have most of the stats and stuff, or you're still missing a few? Just in case, for instance, if you don't have that one. I have a habit of running with high-level players, so it ends up generally nobody needs anything, but in your case, I could totally foresee some stuff being useful. Just looking for max out stats. Showing it out there. Most except utility, alright. Okay. Yeah. Some talents for more. Okay. No, I'll just intermittently share, especially yeah, utility ones and stuff. Yeah, let's go hit up this zone a little bit. That elite convoy isn't that great to try to get there because we always get in the fight with the other place. So actually run up there. Starting some fires. Only you can start forest fires. That isn't that far away. We have to be or well, actually that will lead as well, yeah. It's fine. Yeah, there's even a crate there.
Please, don't do this. I'm begging you. Time for you to burn.
She wasn't wrong. Time for you to burn, but I don't think she meant her ally. These sledge guys aren't that dangerous to me. As long as I, don't get turned around by them, I can just sit in front of them. Just
detecting additional hostile contacts.
Just barely. Oh, one of them still ran into it. Yeah, don't die. Or I mean, don't die till we talk to you. You can die now.
Is critical.
That she was gonna fall over there and die. Because you can totally complete this and then have them fall over and die. And you're basically at that point soft locked on that one. Actually, I need to deconstruct this. Share this one for its stats just in case. I'll put it more over here.
Ready for these guys?
These guys are just a random patrol, but let's murder them for existing. How dare they? I have a territory up there. Let's go hit that. And that'll be our last one needed. And that'll be a weekly. 3 more exotic components on the pile. Who doesn't love some exotic components? Feel there's a Limp Bizkit remix in there, just for, instead of like I did it all for the cookie. I did it all for the XO, the XO.
Incoming hostiles detected. Access key detected.
Totally, yeah. My aim, I feel, was fine there for getting that chest, but the capacitor kind of let me down there. Just does not have the accuracy, those mid-ranges. Let's go get our cash back there. And then that's going to be it for me though. That's quickly done there. Also, yeah, we have some food again here. Guess we need even more. Should I have full up am I on food? I might. I'm gonna take it to the White House. I'm gonna just do one last sorting and see if there's anything to keep or to share. Yep. As yeah, that count is going up slowly. Let's we'll get into the thousands eventually, right? Over time.
Good to see you.
It's gonna be funny in let's say 15 years or so. Well, not maybe that long, but you know, when IKEA's an old boy and he's just still streaming like an idiot. He's streaming Division 7. Just saying. And the cringe number is finally into the tens of thousands. I'm gonna pop all these. Let's see if we get any out of them. It was actually a nice brief relief from these when the season levels were there and you weren't getting these still. But also, of course, there's a lot of resources and loot from these. I do pop them. I do know a bunch of players that just are at 20. They never pick up anymore. They're like I'm done with looting. But generally for myself, I'm always optimizing stuff. I'm still always interested in getting items. We'll share that one just in case.
Thanks for the business.
Just in case you don't have that one, and just in case you don't have this one. Just for library. And yeah, actually, indeed, I see some caches being opened there. Let's actually have a look. So I have 8 keys now. I started with 4. I have the season pass, so you get 1 if you don't have the season pass, 1 plus 3 if you do have the season pass, 3 for the season pass, basically. And then yeah, every 4 levels. So we've gotten up to 8. I also still have these lying around. They accidentally, with the Nexus Apparel event, they didn't actually give the keys out early, but then they gave it out like a week after, the free keys. But at that point, I'd already done the entire event, so I've still kept these keys, and I'm just keeping this as just it's something weird. I could convert them into 4 normal apparel cache keys, but yeah, let's not. Also, same for these legacy ones. You can actually. Could you convert these, or do they always? Actually, those doesn't look like you can convert them. But anyway, I am going to wait till I have all all of them and then open them all together. So, but then, yeah, thanks Wiz for tagging along. Hope you had some fun. Nope, actually, yeah, you did get your weekly. Although, if not, you were there for the mission, so you'll just maybe need to do an activity or something. if I miscounted, because I've done a few already. But yeah, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for tagging along. And yeah, I'm gonna actually we're gonna go towards an end there. I'm gonna send everybody on the Twitch end off onto a raid, and I think I see the person I'm going to do that to already. Just to check, unless some weirdness is up. Yeah, no. Although I see a person we haven't raided in a while, and I keep meaning to, but I don't see Toasty up often, and he's also just getting started. So they are in descent. So I'm gonna send the Twitch people up over there. If you haven't seen as today a new video went up, which is the Hunter. High-end Headhunter Tech Tank video up on my YouTube's the build showcase that we recorded yesterday, so you can always go have a look at that if you need more of me. And I'll be back in the evening in around 3 hours ish time from now. Do you have some tips on encouragement when it comes to builds? With yeah, I'll do one last one. I'll do the recommended list there because yeah, somebody just, in my Thanos. In there's actually the builds you would want for incursion. So yeah, there's the strikers with the 3 strikers with a healer basically, and just maxed out and with chest. So, but yeah, I'm gonna send everybody off because I already started that thing, the timer. So enjoy some Toasty. He's doing some descending into some madnessing as it is gluttony, so that's not the greatest one, but yeah, he'll be fine. He's already on loop 6, so. Enjoy that, and I'll be back in a few hours. And as always, have a good day. Speed run.